someone in New York and knocked them out. It was the only time I just stepped in the room when the kids were watching.
Alright, we're going to get started. We'll be live streaming as well. That'll be starting in just a second. We'll do a recap of last session, then we'll just ease into it.
I hope we don't have to fight this guy with just 4 of us here.
I hope so too. Sometimes it's best to use your words. Okay, so you guys are currently in Ultarel. And last session you'd made your way down into the ossuary of the Grand Cemetery. And you're here to find Duke Ulder Ravengard. And you'd made your way into the recesses of this crypt, and you'd found him next to this swirling necrotic portal of energy being possessed by the portal's influence that is being empowered by the companion. The Duke seemed to have been struggling in some sort of psychic battle with the helm, as he would blurt out to Celestial and then Abyssal. Just as you went to save him, some Minotaurs and a Cambion emerged from the abyss and started attacking you guys as chaotic evil demons usually do. You guys slew the demon, and with the Duke in tow, your job now is to escort him to safety. Most likely you'll take him to the High Hall to Faria Jinx, the expert in exorcisms and possessions. However, as you've made your way out of the ossuary, it's almost as if the entire temple itself was trying to prevent you guys from leaving. You're attacked by Minotaur assassins, by Minotaur statues, and by mummies, and they all seem to be trying to stop the Duke from leaving. You guys cut your way through all your enemies, and finally you've emerged back into the cemetery grounds. Just as you emerge, another massive purple lightning bolt from the companion strikes nearby and illuminates the sullen features of Gideon Lightward. You guys told him that you managed to kill all the demons inside, and he seems satisfied with that. Of course, this fallen paladin of Lathander seems to have this twisted perspective that he's doing Lathander's work in the name of Zariel by killing demons. Of course, there's something seriously wrong with this paladin, or this fallen paladin, or priest. So, just as he gave you guys the all clear to head on out, suddenly the Duke starts blurting out in Abyssal, as he has been. And immediately, Gideon holds his hand up. "Wait," he says. "Nobody move."
Come on, talk angelic, talk celestial, talk celestial.
He just spoke in the demon tongue.
He did, he's cursing at the demons.
Has he been corrupted?
No, he's fighting the demons. He's trying to keep them in check so we can get them back to the High Hold. We can destroy the demon in him.
Gideon's lifeless red eyes are set on you, Raven.
Okay.
Bring him to me.
Alright. We'll walk forward.
He keeps on speaking in tongues. So, he's too heavy for you to just to carry. I think he was on Bargle's back.
Yeah.
It's very
Bargle will walk up with me.
inconvenient that Bargle's not here. So maybe he's just carrying the Duke, and that's all he can do. We'll just say that.
He'll be our little pack mule.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
He's a pack mule. He reeks of demons. I heard his abyssal mumblings.
Well, yes, he also mumbles in Celestial as well. He's using the might of the Celestials to hold back the demons. so we can get them exorcised and then restore this place to its former glory.
How can you be sure that he's not some sort of demon? Or a demonic ally? What is that thing on his head?
That is the Helm of Torm.
Then why do words of abyssal come from within?
Because to save this place from the demons, he brought the head demon into it, and they are fighting a mental battle. And we are taking him to the High Hold so that the priests there can help him win this battle and vanquish the demons.
Make a deception check, Raven.
I am inspiring him.
What are you saying, Patience?
Speak true.
Sure.
Oh my goodness.
But it is true. I can't keep a secret.
What's your bardic
As far as I
die?
know, that's
12?
what's happening.
6?
It's a D6.
You want to use the bardic die, Raven?
Sure.
Lie.
No, not really lie. We're gonna save him and stop the demons.
There
I
are
100%
demons.
promise you that.
You are allies with the demon.
No.
Good going, Raven.
No, I am not allies with the demons.
He is a demon.
No, he's not.
No, he's human.
Lies, and you would lie for him.
No,
I saw the demons emerge.
you see
Him,
that?
his armor. I recognize it. Yes, he was the man that went down into the crypts with the guards. And then demons started emerging. This helmet that he wears, it is a conduit for demonic liberation.
It's a conduit for celestial, but the demons are trying to take it over. That's why we're taking him to get the device removed or destroyed, so that the demons can stop their influence on this realm.
You will not leave. It is my duty to slay foul demons.
Well,
If you stand in my way, then you too will become my enemy.
He's human, not demon. The demons are trying to kill him.
I understand. You will gladly give your lives for the demonic cause, even as the light of Lathander washes down on us all. Look above you.
And you just see the crackling
I'm gonna
necrotic
whisper
companion.
the Duke's head, Lathander or whoever, if you're in there, you better start talking now.
Hello.
Knock him on the head.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell him that we all serve Lathander in our own ways, and Lathander has a purpose for this gentleman. Otherwise, he wouldn't have blessed this journey.
Your lies are anathema! I tire listening to your deception. Kill them. Kill them all.
And he
Alright, we're dead.
commands the Mezzaloft to attack you guys. Your words fall
Okay.
on deaf ears.
Good job, Raven.
Hey,
Alright, so Gideon has told both Mezzaloft to attack you guys. These insectoid fiends with 4 arms and tridents begin raising their tridents and
What-
clack their mandibles together as their eyes glow
what's our
red.
friendship mascot's name?
Lulu.
Alright. Lulu, companion of Zariel, please come forward.
It's not Lulu's turn, but she will maybe on her
No.
turn.
Maybe.
Alright, what do you do, Callan?
Timora, goddess of luck, grant me your protection with your coins. And cast Spirit Guardian.
Alright, it's like you just got 777s. Gold just burst out from you and all these golden coins start swirling around you.
Yes,
You,
yes.
just, you hit big on the slot machine. Alright, Gideon's flesh begins to burn. Ah! Smoke starts to rise from him, and same with the Messeloff.
Raven, I will not harm you. She will not harm you this time.
All right. I was getting ready to duck for a minute. All right. Well, since he's attacking us, I think I need to push him away. Hello, Gideon. Take that. And run away 10
Hit.
feet.
That beam slams into him, knocks him back 10 feet.
Take that and run away
Another
10
hit.
feet.
It launches him through the air again. His arms are flailing about.
I don't have 3 yet, so.
Alright, two very direct hits. And you notice as you kind of punctured some patches of his flesh, those injuries begin to close up. He's regenerating.
Undead usually do.
Nico.
Ah, I froze.
Alright, what are these Mesloths wielding?
Tridents.
Alright, I'm gonna assume
Made
that-
from a black metal.
back up a step here.
Also keep in mind these squares where the Dretches had died, that is still a very active demon ichor.
Okay. And then I'll I'm going to hit the one Specter in the back with a firebolt.
That's a hit.
Get that, and then I get a little puppy power.
Alright, the firebolt is not very effective. The Spectre does resist it.
Alright, and then I'll put a heal baby right on top of the Archduke.
Okay.
I'll move over into here. Okay, that's it. I meant move it going through the heal baby to get there.
Okay. Alright, Lulu just gets really angry.
Oh, you're no priest of Lathander. Lathander would be helping us. You're just a big devil lover.
And she just flies forward, interposes herself in between the Duke and Callan, and just lets out an enormous 60-foot cone of radiant sparkles. And Gideon just screams. "Ah!" And the radiant damage, it sears into his flesh immediately. All of those small injuries that he had suffered that were regenerating, they just peel back away. So you can hear him crackling and sizzling. He does resist the damage, however, he also seems vulnerable, and he takes double damage from radiant. You can see like all these little rainbow colored beads just flare up when they contact his flesh.
Woohoo!
Alandir.
Bonus action dash. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll attack.
Hit.
I
Right.
forgot my sneak.
Catch him in the leg with the booming blade. You hit him in a weak point, and the lightning snaps onto him. He's already looking pretty badly hurt.
30, 35, 40, 45.
Zygon, something happens to you.
You die.
The Hidden Lord is going to take his turn.
Zygon.
And I believe he had suppressed his powers to you.
I thought somebody else took him up.
Yeah.
Actually, who has the Hidden Lord, the shield?
I think he still has them. I think it was just the rubbage that took place.
Alright, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Some rubbish.
Yeah.
Alright, you're still attuned to it anyways, Hyken. While you're attuned to
Yeah.
it, you still have that connection. So, it just says to you,
This little worm is getting in our way. We're so close to leaving this hellhole. I cannot allow him to jeopardize that. Feel my power!
and suddenly you just, you explode with fire.
Oh no!
And this blinding light for a brief moment, it takes over you. And when you guys look over at Zygon, he bears the image of a pit fiend, but he is he's still like his actual like size and configuration. He just has like horns, red glowing eyes, and this is the same transformation that you'd seen had happened to Zygon in the church, in the crypt.
We need to cure that, I think.
So this is one of the Hidden Lord's abilities. This is his own thing. It doesn't take your action or anything. So he can choose to radiate an aura of dread for 1 minute. And it's not a power that you can control. Any hostile creature to you that starts its turn within 20 feet of the shield must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 18. On a failed save, they become frightened until the start of their next turn. On a successful save, they're immune to the power for the next 24 hours, and it can only do it once per day. And the Hidden Lord's going to give you back the AC bonus, the resistance to fire damage, and the charges that whatever charges you had left.
Okay.
Alright, so you've got this like aura of hate coming off of you. In a 20-foot radius.
Okay. I was not expecting that. All right. So we've mostly been focusing on Gideon, right? So 5.
Go take care of one of those mezzo thingamabobberjiggies.
Yeah, I guess so. So I'll just move Muziano. And then going ahead and slamming. First attack.
That hits, and the Warhammer just starts to break into the Mezzalos shell.
Alright. And then second attack.
That is a miss. This time the Warhammer just slides straight off. Alright, Duke Pyramid Head is stunned. He can't do anything. He's just blurting out some more abyssal.
He does get a D.
He
He does get some baby.
Alright, he gets a little bit of healing.
I'll assume that doesn't get puppy power because we said before that it's doing the healing, not me, right?
Right.
Yes. Actually, show me the description of it again.
Hold on, let me see if I have it on the things.
I think it says every time that you cast a spell that you get the damage. Or the bonus.
Yeah, I think I cut and pasted into the puppy power thing. Whenever you cast a spell that deals fire damage or restore hit points
Yeah.
while Fire Spirit is summoned.
So the initial heal, yes, because that's when you cast a spell. You're not casting a spell anymore.
So the first time you put it on, when you casted it on him.
And when you take the cast a spell action, and that's when you get it. All right,
Okay. That's fine.
Gideon, he just yells at you all.
You fools. I'll show you. I will show you what Zariel has commanded me to do. I will show you what Lathander's will is.
And he's not close enough to be affected by you at the moment, Zygon. He moves into the Spirit Guardians. Booming blade goes off. It launches him forward. He's still coming at you guys. He makes a wisdom saving throw for the spirit guardians as he tries to push through it. He screams out in agony as the spirit guardian burns the flesh straight off of him, and pretty much all of his skin is gone at this stage. He just looks like almost like a lich with his skeletal face and red glowing eyes. And he's going to step forward again, and then he's just going to take the dash action.
Die, demon!
As he's just getting melted apart from the spirit guardians. Alright, this
Does he need
Mezzaloth...
to make a wisdom save for the frighten effect?
I think that's only if he starts his turn, right? Well, that's what I
don't
said.
know. Okay.
Let's take a look. Starts its turn.
Yeah.
Alright, this Mezzaloth makes a wisdom saving throw. And it fails. It just kind of shuns the Hidden Lord. It becomes frightened. And then it tries to kill you guys. That's the order it's been given. And what better way to do that with throwing Cloud Kill on top of everyone.
But hey, it won't move closer to you, Zygon. Lucky you.
Oh boy.
Alright, it doesn't seem to have any material components. Its mandibles just sort of click together. Its eyes glow red. It does move its little claws around a little bit, and then suddenly it just summons this 20-foot cloud of poisonous gas that emanates out from it. When you guys start your turn in it, you have to make a Constitution save.
Oh, okay.
So just ignore that save for now. So that's you, Patience. Make a Constitution save. The area is also heavily obscured. You're effectively blinded while you're inside it. Alright, you resist and you take 9 points of poison damage.
I am amazed. Oh. I'm out here. I will shoot at him.
Okay, it's a regular attack. He can't see you, you can't see him. And that's a miss. And another miss. You just fire blindly into the cloud at his location, but you fail to hit him.
Oh, that was fun. I heal myself.
Alright, this Specter has to make a wisdom save against the Hidden Lord. I don't think it needs sight for that either. It doesn't say sight.
It doesn't say.
Yeah.
I just looked because I was.
Alright, so it makes a wisdom save. And it fails. It becomes frightened. The Spectre just tries to move, but it's just being like pushed back by an invisible force. And it'll just dodge for now. It can't get any closer. Alright, this Mezzaloth, I mean, they just disappear within this cloud of poisonous gas that envelops them. And it just steps up to you, Callan. It makes a wisdom save. It fails with a 12. And you're unsure how damaged it is. It looked barely hurt when you saw it a moment ago. And when you can hear it moving, wading its way through the Spirit Guardians, coming up to you, Callan. And out of nowhere, it just attacks you. It has advantage. The trident misses you. You manage to move, and you can hear the trident glance off your armor. And then something sharp scratches across you. you take 10 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
It's going to stay there as well. The pain from that causes you to drop concentration. Spirit Guardians disappears.
No.
You also now need to make a Constitution save against poison. Actually, I don't think it's going to help you with 6 hit points, Callan. This gas, it burns your flesh, it gets in your nostrils, it burns your eyes, and it's too much. You guys hear a loud thump on the ground where Callan was standing. Callan, you just lose consciousness.
Ugh.
Okay, Zygon will save us.
Alright, it's Raven's turn. And Raven, you need to make a Constitution save.
No, I can't use that other one. Alright, here we go.
You resist, and you take 11 poison damage at the start of your turn.
Crappy. Out of the poison. Why is it saying one? Should be 7. 7. Oh, number lock is good.
Your hit points are unlocked.
That's right. Alright.
Alright, Raven, you do see this cloud is actually moving towards you.
Oh. Well, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm going to hit Gideon.
That is a hit.
Back 10 feet.
Alright, you hear that beam slam into him, and he roars out again. And you follow that up with another one. And you hear him cry out. Deathly cool, and he yells out. You can hear him in his dying breath.
Actually, did you do a short rest while we were in there or anything?
I know your character sheet should always be up to date. Nothing should change in between sessions.
Okay, so when it says healing light 0, does that mean I've used 0 of them so far and I still have some left? Or?
That means you have 0.
Okay, so I've got 2 warlock spells and 0 healing lights.
Yeah.
Right.
You keep track of them the way that makes sense to you.
Alright.
Alright, Gideon just kind of calls out.
I failed you, Zario. If you have any sense in yourselves, you will stop the demonic threat.
We were trying before you attacked us. Go to sleep.
Alright, Nico, you need to make a Constitution save against poison.
Okay. I got advantage and resistance. So
Alright, you take 6 points of poison damage from making the saving throw. Now, alright, you guys did a little bit of research. There was like a little bit of lore that you'd researched about the 9 hells. And that's not going to help you here at all. So never mind. No one researched actual devils.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know how these devils behave. Your characters don't know how they behave, at least.
I'm a
let's
safe
try and
that
take care of
speaks,
that cloud kill.
Alright, you attempt to put a knot in the arcane weave, and for Wittard, you need to make a wisdom check. So, quite a powerful spell. And
Nice.
you do it with ease. As you just kind of move your hand around and chant a couple of words, the entire cloud kill is just sucked into nothingness. It vanishes.
Okay, and Puppy will go over here, and I'll go over here, and we'll both have gone through the thing. So me, Puppy. Okay, and then I'll have Puppy shoot the. Oh no, he'll just dodge. I think that'll be okay for now. Oh, yeah, that'll be okay for now.
Okay, also when he does take his turn, it's supposed to be after yours, not at the same time.
Okay.
So yeah, just do them one at a time. Because things could interrupt your movement. There are reactions.
Okay.
You may not get a turn before, like, something may trigger. Alright, Lulu, she is going to just get angry again. And she's going to fly over to this Mesoloth, and she's going to use her Trumpet of Sparkles, just washing a 60-foot cone over the Specter and the Mesoloth. Again, all these rainbow beads sear into their
Did she fly
flesh.
to the heal, baby?
Sure.
Yay!
She's not really thinking about healing herself at the moment. She's more concerned about hurting these. But if you suggest it to her, she will.
For the power of friendship.
She probably wouldn't think of that on her own, though. Alright, she, just breathes a 60-foot cone. Firstly, it hits the Mesoloth, and it succeeds. And then the Specter. It fails. Right. It really damages the Specter quite a lot, and the Specter is close to being completely melted away. Mesoloth, on the other hand, is not looking too damaged. Alright, Alandir.
To here to start, I'll attack. I'll attack the Mesloth.
That is a hit. You just stick it straight through its shell, and ichor splurts out from the rapier wound.
Bonus action dash, so that's 5, 10, 15.
It kind of staggers a little bit. It does have to lurch back. You've definitely injured it with that attack. Zygon.
Alright, we'll keep swinging then. First attack,
It's a miss.
second attack,
That is a hit, and you just smash into its shell some more. Still not looking bloodied yet.
and then I'm actually going to, like, move here.
Alright, this Mesoloth is going to cast a spell. And it targets a hill baby. It clicks its mandibles together, and it casts a spell magic on it.
No, it doesn't.
It's too late to counter spell.
Oh. Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, you don't. Wait, do you have to spell magic? When I say cast a spell, you need to decide then. You can't wait until you figure out what the spell is. You don't know what it's casting.
No worries. I'll get the next spell.
And now it's going to move up to Nico and provoke from
Provoking?
Zygon. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a mess. Patience.
Okay, I will try to shoot this missile.
That's a hit. And the beam slams into its side. Second beam misses. Just dissipates on impact. Alright, this Spectre has to make another wisdom save against the Frighten. And it's still frightened. It's just going to keep trying to get towards you guys. And then it just kind of stops. And it just starts floating away. Very lazily. Just it just hovers away. It gives up. Alright, this Mesoloth is going to click its mandibles together and it begins casting a spell.
Oh, God, I'm gonna spell that one. I want to cast a counter spell, damn it. Never done that
Alright,
before.
you do see it starting to cast a spell, Raven, so hit that counter spell. Alright, it's higher than 3rd level. Make a charisma check.
Charisma? Alrighty.
Yeah. The spell is too strong for you, and the force of the spell materializing is just, it overwhelms you, and the Mesoloth just creates a 20-foot radius of poisonous gas in this area, concealing itself. It'll then actually move over here next to the Duke. Alright, Callan, you need to make a death saving throw. You also fail a death saving throw. Alright, a bit of thunder damage also hits that Mesoloth as it moves. And it might actually lose concentration, so let's see. Takes 6 damage. Alright, it holds on to concentration. Alright, meanwhile, Calvin, you're in the cloud kill, so that's a failure on your death saving throws. But you're also pulling through, and you get a success on your saving throw. Raven.
Alrighty. I'm going to shoot the Mesoloth.
Which one? There's 2 of them.
This one here that casts a spell. It's too strong
Alright.
for me to dispel, so
You have disadvantage.
Disadvantage, alright.
It's a miss. And another miss as you fire blindly into the cloud kill.
Boom, boom. Pew, pew. Alright.
Trying to put that Mesoloth out of commission to drop the cloud kill.
I tried.
Any movement?
There's a turn. Nope, it's not coming towards me yet, so that's gonna be.
Right, Nico, con save. They put up another cloud kill. It doesn't bother you too much. You take 6 points of poison damage.
Hope he's gotta make one too. Hold on.
It takes its turn after you, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna put it in initiative from now on because it's a separate turn than yours. It doesn't happen at the same time as you.
Okay.
So you wait till after you take your turn, and then Flamecore can have his turn.
Alright. And this is obscuring? What's
Yes.
going on here?
Cloud kill is heavily obscured.
Alright, I'm gonna see if these... They look like they can see through it though, but I'm still gonna head around. Is that one swing on me?
Yep. It tries to stick you with... It's going to try and claw at you, actually. It has advantage. And then it'll be disadvantage because of the fear. So it hits. And it hits
Okay.
you for 11 slashing.
Okay. Okay. So I will come over to here and use my action to Goodberry our fallen friend. Like,
Right, you find an orifice and the good berry goes in.
all right, and I'll grab onto the our square-headed friend too and say, "Come with me," and then I'll order the corgi to get us out of here.
He says,
Okay, that's fine with me.
alright,
Okay.
Flame Corgi. Is he immune to poison or just resistant?
I will take a look. I don't know. I don't remember his whole thing. He is condition immunity. No.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, before he moves, he needs to make a constitution save for the cloud kill. It could very well destroy him. He succeeds, and lucky he does. He takes 14 points of poison damage.
Okay. I'll grab that too, and then I'll do that with all of us.
We can't see, heavily obscured. It requires sight.
Okay. Well, then he won't do that.
Usually, if an ability doesn't work like that, I do say it does consume the action, but not the.
Can I use the
spell
reaction
slot.
that if the cloud kill goes down to do it?
Okay, sure. Usually I don't roll it like that, but you guys are in a tight squeeze, so I'll allow it this time.
No, I can't. Yeah, it doesn't matter then. If it doesn't work, he can't take another action anyway, because I would have had to order it on the last thing. So if it doesn't work.
Oh yes, so yeah, he
We're only in a
fails
tight
then.
spot till Zygon's turn.
Alright, well then yeah, it doesn't work. He tries, but it doesn't work. Okay, Lulu. She just says, oh, turn out the lights! I can't see anything! Oh, I can smell you, you mean! Oh! And she's just going to do another trumpet of sparkles directly on this Mesoloth to the south of her in a 60-foot cone. And it'll extend out to hit this Mesoloth as well, narrowly missing the Duke and Nico. She doesn't seem at all affected by the poison. Right, the Mesoloth, it fails, the closest one. And you can just hear the searing sound. And then the other Mesoloth also fails. And it hisses and the spell drops. All of a sudden, this cloud is lifted and everyone looks around to see a dire situation. Also the Duke. He had started his turn in that cloud kill, so I've got to make him a saving throw.
He gets a +4.
Okay. Alright, he would have been hit by it. We'll just say once. Alright, he's doing alright. He's still conscious. And Lulu is like exhausted. She tries to blow her trumpet again, but no sparkles come out. Oh, that's all I got. We can do it. She ends her turn there. Alan, dear.
A bonus action dash and move 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Attack this missile off with my blade.
That absolutely destroys the Mesoloth. When you hit it with the rapier, the Mesoloth just breaks apart. All of its chitin becomes soft and ichor spills out from all the different gaps of its carapace. And it melts down, leaving behind only its trident. Psychic.
Alright.
That is a hit.
I'm going to go ahead and start burning a smite. I'll go ahead and first level spine on that. That is a crappy roll.
It still damages the Mesoloth really badly. The glowing mace melts through its chest.
Alright, second attack.
And that's a hit. You whack it in the chest again and the Mesoloth just breaks apart in similar fashion to the other one. And it's just a pile of goop on the ground.
I told you, with the power of friendship and Zygon's demonic stuff, we'll win everything.
Callan, don't die on us, Callan. Don't die.
He should be back up, right?
Yeah, I give him a
He
good
got
day.
fed a
He should
good
be on 1.
He's playing dead.
Awesome.
What happened?
You had some bad beans.
You were unlucky.
Curse Bashaba.
And Beshaba.
You okay, Kellen?
Barely.
Here, take my trunk.
Guy touches his trunk.
No, don't just touch it. Just grab it. I'm trying to help you up.
Don't
Is
touch
he
the tip, it's sensitive.
Okay, I pull myself up.
I'll try to sense to see if Shadow's around.
Yeah. Shadow's still alive.
Yeah. So I'll have Shadow like try to get over here, and then we'll load up like the Duke and maybe Callan on her.
Alright, Shadow trots forward through the cemetery grounds. Whinnies a little bit.
Oh man, you're beat up too. All right.
Yeah, I think it's the Minotaurs pounded on her something fierce.
Bargle can ride Shadow as well if you want. Bargle's like technically with you
just
guys.
Tie Bargle's legs to
Sure.
her saddle so she can drag him.
All right, I guess we should get going. We're all pretty hurt. I'd like to come and maybe deal with that holes to the nether one day, but
I think it's gonna be dead now that we killed the undead high guy.
I like your confidence, but I don't think that killing Gideon folks there is going to just fill up a whole hole.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should try
I'll look through Gideon stuff.
He doesn't have anything on him apart from this. Well, he's got 2 holy symbols. One of them is a twisted symbol of Lathander. It's like an inverse sunburst symbol, like it's been reversed, and yeah, it's a desecrated holy symbol of Lathander. It's been warped in similar manner that other holy symbols have been. It's still worth 25 GP if you were to sell it at the thrift shop.
Yeah, at the 9 Hell shop.
And he kind of has that proudly displayed on his chest, but then also tangled around with it is another holy symbol. It's a 9-pointed star.
Which one is that? Is that
Zariel's? I asked Lulu. Do you know what this is?
If you take a close look at it, you actually see all the different layers of the 9 hells, like named, imprinted into this little copper symbol, and you guys recognize it from the Van Thampa villa. This is like what those cultists were wearing, same sort of thing, and yeah,
That's neat.
could be used as a holy symbol of Zariel.
I like that. I think I will. Does it fit me, guys? And I put it over my neck.
Don't put that on!
Why not? It looks cool. It's got like a star.
An evil
Besides,
star.
it may help us in the future get past other obstacles and people.
So yeah, Gideon doesn't have any other worldly possessions. He just wears some robes, some pretty simple robes. He wasn't armed, but you do remember seeing this little building over here that you guys hadn't searched. Perhaps Gideon lairs there.
Perhaps we should go there and take a short rest, or go somewhere and take a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And
Or we could maybe just like skedaddle out of here.
Yeah,
And
and
just like
rest when we get back to where
I'm
it's
gonna do
safe.
this because I'm feeling bad. I feel better.
Okay, so you guys,
Entrance to this? I can't see anything.
that is just an altar that's been heavily desecrated. Little idols have been tipped over, and the ground has died. It's been hit by the lightning of the companion in the surrounding area multiple times, and nearby graves have also been exhumed. The small building is over here.
What's the skull and crossbones on me?
Um, No, you're fine, Nico. Nothing's wrong.
Okay.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're not gonna
I think I was
die.
poisoned from inside. You're poisoned for me or something.
Yeah, you were you went diving, dumpster diving in the body diving, but you're feeling okay at the moment.
Oh, that's right. Mummy rot.
Not mummy rot,
No? Oh.
disease.
Hey, Mr. Paladin. You should
Yes.
You should fix
I'm
it.
okay.
It looks like he has a fever and a cough, and
No,
have any
it's-
trouble
I feel
breathing there?
fine. I feel fine.
Are you sure you're
Yeah.
not having a little
Dry
fever, cough?
No, no.
Isolate you for 2 weeks.
No, everyone stay 6 feet away from me. You should be fine.
Yeah. All right. I'm just
Yeah,
going
you
to
don't-
pump like five points of heal. It's fine.
Well, he doesn't have any symptoms. There's no symptoms.
Oh,
at all.
okay.
You don't,
Okay.
yeah.
Then
Alright.
yeah, we don't.
All right, then. Let's go. Let's go raid his house, then, I guess.
This is his house.
He's not allowed to get tested. He doesn't have symptoms. All right.
Yeah.
So,
If
well,
he pays the $3
yeah, it's just a small building. It's like sort of circular, and it has kind of like a mini drawbridge in the form of a 10-foot high stone slab with chains anchored to 2 stone poles that rest out the front of it. The slab is currently down. This little building is open. There's a few little spots of blood on this sort of walkway in, and there's not much inside. It's very simple. There's a bed, a desk, a dresser, a table, and some chairs. And someone's just absolutely trashed the place. Much of the furniture has been destroyed. There are decorations and other items that have been strewn haphazardly around the room. And there are a bunch of holy symbols that have just been thrown around. There's a holy symbol of Torm and Helm and Tyr, Lathander and Ilmater.
He
God,
belonged to the
imagine the
Gods of the
scams I
Month
could
Club.
And imagine
I
the
guess
scams I could
so.
run with all those. Oh, sweet. I mean, those would be interesting to have.
Yeah, unlike these other holy symbols that you've seen, like in the other chapel and whatnot, that had been desecrated, these ones have been slightly beaten, but they all seem to be intact enough to use them. So there's holy symbols of Lathander, Torm, Helm, Tyr, and Ilmater. 5 gods. The Fivad, also known as the Fiad.
The Hydra.
So they're worth 25 GP each. Looks like Gideon didn't really like these gods after all.
Hail Hydra. The Harlem tribe.
There's something else. The only real thing like that has survived the destruction, apart from those holy symbols, is this large tome. It sits open at the center of this partially collapsed desk. And it looks like a testament written by Gideon.
Ooh, let's read that.
You want to read it?
Sure. But wait, there's more.
Alright, make a investigation check for me, Raven.
Okay.
It's going to take you 10 minutes to go through it.
Alright.
Alright, it pontificates about the evil of demons. Like, there's a theme here. Demons bad. But it instructs you, as you read it, to be ever vigilant against their incursions, and expounding that the demonic threat must be defeated at all costs. It praises devils that stoically stand against the unending demonic tide, while chastising Helm and Tor and Tyr and Lathander and Ilmater and their angelic servitors for not doing the same. And he praises Zariel multiple times for her efforts to end the demonic threat. He believes that Lathander is somewhat misguided, but he also seems to believe that he's doing Lathander's will. And this is the work of a madman. And
I can kind of see his point.
as you're reading the words, Raven, you become consumed by them, and they become anathema for your mind. Make a wisdom saving throw.
I should still be within 10, right? If it's from the book, then I should like we're all in the
We're
house.
in the room.
Yeah. You just have to be 6 feet away from Nico, that's all.
That's kind of wise.
Alright, you quickly, like, you find your mind being drawn into the insanity of these ramblings of a madman, Raven, but you quickly withdraw, and yeah, you can feel the words are just like kind of starting to twist your mind. So you're good. You resist.
I really think he's got a point, though, because, you know, the devils are the only ones fighting the demons to keep them from rising up to our level. Now, demons may come up to our level now and then, but we can beat them easy, so...
No,
I don't know.
Don't speak like that, Raven. That's what Zariel thought. And look what happened to her. She thought she could beat all of the demons and the devils, and that's when she got the Hell Riders. And I can't remember what happened after that.
Well, we'll have to try to figure out what happened then. Yeah, let's
The
get him
Duke says.
to where we gotta go.
Alright,
Before somebody
going?
else tries to kill him.
Yeah. Are we gonna do a short rest in this room? And then run?
Nice.
Or are we just gonna go?
I don't think there's enough room for all of us.
You can sit on my knee.
yeah, there it is.
No, thank you.
Alright, so you guys want to rest here?
I'll
It's up
sit
to
on
you
yours.
guys whenever you rest.
Yep, we'll do a short rest.
Alright.
Am I the only one still seeing a red X on Kalen?
No, I see it too.
I'm
He's
at
still
0
at-
hit points.
Yeah, you should be at 1.
You're at 1.
Oh, I thought that a little elephant was dragging me.
No, the good berry.
You've
gave
got
me
one.
point.
Yeah, you got 1 hit point. Alright, even Shadow pokes his head in the room. Just tries to be a part of all the conversations. Alright, everyone take a short rest.
Shadow, should we do it? Nay. Okay, Shadow says no.
Shadow can take a short rest as well.
Alright.
Yay!
Shadow's got 3 hit dice. It's D10. Shadow's a real boy.
Good job, Shadow.
Seven.
I'm not gonna take a short rest. I'm just gonna keep scout out, make sure they're okay. I'm gonna sneak.
Well, you
I'm gonna,
can short rest by sitting in the doorway and watching.
I don't need to snort rest. I have no reason to short rest.
Alright,
Fine.
what you notice
Stealth, so
is that all of these undead they've just sort of, I mean, they haven't changed. They're just doing the same as what they were doing before. They're just milling about lifelessly, and they don't seem to have any purpose or intentions at all.
Wandering aimlessly.
Yeah, they don't react to your presence or whatnot.
Alright.
do they look like they're so they are ex Elturel citizens though, right?
They must have. They're undead, so they must have. Actually, make me an investigation check, Alan, dear, and then you can take a good look at all their clothes and their state of deterioration. Alright, most of the corpses look like they've been corpses for a long time. There are a lot of skeletons, and then there are a lot of badly deteriorated zombies, so you think most of them have actually just been like, they've just risen from the dead. They've crawled up out of the graves of the cemetery, but some of them, they look a bit more recent. You think it's a mixture of some of the newly killed residents of Elturel, and then the ones that were buried here. Mostly the ones that have been buried here, though.
I just feel how desperate it is for them, and I didn't really care much for Elturel, but now after seeing these poor bodies come back to life, I'm starting to come around to thinking we gotta save this city.
You can become a Hell Rider.
We know some.
All you have to do is sign this form. I'm sure it's fine.
Don't read the fine print. You're okay. Alright. I'm just gonna wander over and take a look at that hole to see if it's still spewing purpley, misty stuff and undead
It
things
is.
coming out of it.
Again, it
Right.
kind of rides in unison with the companion. Alright, obviously the Duke is in some sort of dire situation as well, so after you catch your breath, it's time to head somewhere else.
Zippity doo dah. Quick, urchin. Guide us the quickest way, safest way.
Alright, Callan just he goes like out the front of the cemetery and kind of licks his finger and feels the wind, and then he just points to the high hall and says,
Alrighty.
yonder, down the main street. Alright, the journey there is completely safe. You don't have any interruptions, and you move quickly with the Duke. When you get into the high hall, of course, the altar of Torm, it has been set up, to conceal the secret entrance. Shadow, unfortunately, can't fit down the staircase unless, well, I'm sure Shadow can, but not unless you really seriously want to hurt Shadow. And so Shadow waits in the cathedral, and you guys quickly drag the Duke down the spiral staircase, and you've just entered the catacombs again. Let me just take you guys over to that map. The Duke is seriously injured as well, by the way. He has suffered some grave injuries.
Before we drag him in with all the survivors, should we bring the exorcist to us?
Well, no, we're taking the exorcist now. Look, she's right there.
It's a good idea, but I don't know how safe it would be to do it outside.
Oh no, there are two
Well,
of them.
Well, I meant,
They've
were
duplicated.
there rooms not in?
Brian says, "Oh, you've got one too."
They're a whole family of pyramid. This one's the mom.
Alright, well, let's take it back a bit. Maybe Patience does have a point. Let's just take it back to here. You can see Pilster Pebblehawk, the halfling that he's just wallowing in his own bacon.
Is this
Yeah.
the place that made Patience leave and join us? Or is that another group of people?
that was the Helm's Shield Hall.
Oh, okay.
This is High
Yellow,
Hall.
yellow, greeting racist pigs.
One of them's basically a temple to Torm, and the other one is where the Hell Riders train.
Why don't we leave? Well, not leave him, but why don't some of us stay with the Duke around the corner? The rest of you go up and get her.
Okay, I'll stay with the Pyramid Head.
As you guys move forward, you can see the frightened citizens of Elturel, the survivors, huddling behind these crypts. You see Pilstar, you see Orin Ragran, and other survivors. Selturn's there, brave Traffic Thantorm's there, and the Faria, she looks disheveled.
Yeah.
She looks so tired. She's got dark shadows
gonna
under
leave
her
the-
eyes.
We're gonna keep the Duke back here,
Okay.
just out of sight of all the survivors.
Bargle says, okay. He just does whatever you tell him to do. He'll move the Duke. Faria looks up at you, Alandir. She's still barely gripping the ceremonial mace close to her breast. Oh, you're back, dear. How are you?
I'm okay. My friends have been hurt. We found the Duke. He has a odd helm on his head, and we need you to maybe cast some divine magic to remove it.
The Duke is alive?
Sort of.
Think so. We think this is the Duke.
I think only Alandir's up next to her.
Yeah, we're all in the back.
Oh, okay.
You stay
Never
back.
Come with us. We didn't want to bring him here to freak out all the other people. Can you follow me?
But the tomb of the Great Resolute, I must protect it.
Should we
All
bring
right.
you? Oh, yeah,
You want me to bring her to you? I'll bring him to you, but it's gonna freak out everybody else.
Right, make a persuasion check, Alandir.
He
Make
doesn't
a
look so well.
make a guilt trip check.
Oy vey, you're good.
I'm good at guilting people.
Oy vey.
Seltern, Trevik, dears, please guard the tome of the Creed Resolute. I've got some business to take care of. Yes, ma'am. I, Trevik Thantorm, will stand guard. In the face of any perils, I will protect this book. Alright, Faria hurries along with you.
What is this about?
He's over here. He's over here in the corner.
Hallelujah! Oh my! The helm of Torm's sight. It has corrupted him.
Yes, it's making him goes a little waxies in the main, and we thought that with you and your exorcism skills and whatnots, would be able to freeze him from that.
It is true that I am the only surviving cleric in this entire temple, and I happen to be an expert in exorcisms, quite conveniently.
That's super fortuitous, for sure.
I guess this is a blessing of Torm. He is possessed by a demonic entity. There is a ritual that I know. It is called the Ritual of Returning. I could perhaps purge the evil that is possessing him, but it is no simple ritual.
Do you need the souls of 3 unborn babies? And I reach into my sack.
No.
Oh, okay. I'll take my hand
You
out.
have a sack of babies? What?
Souls.
Souls of babies?
Unborn babies.
We must perform the prayer before an altar to Torm. And the altar must be completely cleansed with holy water. We could use the altar upstairs, or the one at the back of the cathedral.
Yeah. So we just did the cleansing with the one upstairs and whatnot. Does it like make a scene? Will people know that you're doing this and whatnots, and like
This is very dangerous. Very dangerous. But if you can protect me, we can purge the evil. Others will not be at risk as long as we stay away from them. Either altar shall be suitable. There is an abundance of holy water down here in the font.
Let's do it down here. We just have all the civilians hide away.
it's not going to be dangerous for them and whatnot? I mean,
I'm not saying I don't.
Not for those who are not a part of the ritual.
okay. Then okay.
But that is not all.
Oh, okay.
We must recite a special prayer for 30 seconds. A prayer to Torm.
I cannot do that.
Only this prayer can break evil's hold on the Grand Duke and his mind. But there is one more element. We need a symbol of courage and self-sacrifice to empower the ritual.
Oh, that's me.
There is a sword of the unknown hero that we could use. Or something else that you have, perhaps.
How about holy symbol of Zariel?
The Sword of the Unknown Heroes, is that or maybe something from the is that from the Dragon Slayer person that was around the corner and whatnot? Didn't she have that person have a sword?
Yes.
Or how about a shield that has a demon in it?
Lulu slaps you over the head for 1 bludgeoning damage, Raven.
Raven, cut it out!
What? You could get rid of the shield.
Perhaps I'll have to sparkle you.
I don't want us to go takes it, but I'm sure that the Torm will understands if we wants to go grabs that swords and whatnot.
Generally,
So
under other circumstances, it would be considered desecration. But for this purpose, it will empower Torm.
Yeah, it will. It's like consecration in this case.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
we turn that frown upside down and whatnot.
Now listen, once the ritual begins, the prayer must be continued to be recited for 30 seconds. If it is broken, we must start again. I'm not sure what will emerge from the helm during this process, but evil will be purged, and it needs somewhere to go.
So what you're saying is that we
prepared.
should keep Zygon way far away from this.
Why? What's wrong with Zygon?
He's like some evil magnets. Like they just come right at him. Or maybe he's good to be theirs because they'll be all like, "Hey,
Let's go
how's
to him.
it going?"
Oh yes.
The shield he carries is possessing his soul.
Oh, I've purged the evil from him.
No,
He should be
no,
cleansed.
Yeah, it
no.
comes back. So it's maybe can prescribe like an ointments for it and for future flare-ups or something.
Oh,
Turn red and glowy and stuff. It was
I
scary.
think the devil's magic is more powerful than yours.
that is
But let's
why
not
I
worry
did not
about-
met. I was not met with great resistance during the ritual of returning I performed on him. It failed.
Well, no, it works for the times, but like we said, it's just a short-term thing. So maybe he's not the person to go with the talking and the saying the prayers. And Callan said that he's not ones for much praying. I'm not ones for much praying either.
I will
could-
perform the prayer.
Oh, okay.
Maybe his is a 2-dose vaccination thingy.
Okay,
I
so
will
you're
wait
just
for you by the altar. Bring me the sword of the hero. We must act
Okay.
quick. His life is in danger.
All right,
Where is it?
It's around the corners, if I remember.
Oh, okay, I'll go get it.
Alright, Barger will take
Corner,
the
right.
Duke and put him before the altar.
Wasn't it like right down here?
Yeah, it's around the corner, that's it.
Okay. Oh, who's that?
Well, sorry, Storms. We're just gonna borrow this and then brings it right back.
Okay, so yeah, you guys had recalled the lore about this this body here in this small isolated tomb. It's just the body of a young woman, and yeah, she'd conquered a dragon or something like that. So she has this this magnificent greatsword in her hand, and you pick it up, and it doesn't really feel magical, but there you go. That's yours, Nico.
It's the symbolisms and whatnot. I got it. Oh, this is heavy. Oh. I don't know how anybody. I'm more of a simple weapon kind of person. Maybe a scimitar. I got it. All right, let's go. Hey, Gallant. What's up? High five. Okay, I've got it. I treat it with like reverence as I'm bringing it up. I'm not just like slinging it.
Alright, as you walk by, Oren just says,
Oh, what are you doing for that sword, friend? What's going on? Did you find my family?
Where were they?
No.
Nope.
No sign yet.
They must
Hey, wait! You said you were going to look for them for me.
We
We
did.
were, we
We've
did.
looked in them every place we went. We've been
we
looking for
just
them.
searched the evil graveyards and
You'll be
stuff.
happy to know they're not in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh, can I help you in some way? What are you doing then? I want to
Actually,
join you.
again, I give him a bag of rice. Yeah, I need to know how many grains of rice are in this for a spell.
the angry mob attack you because you've got food. You've been holding out on them. Alright, so you guys kind of just run by Oren, but he seems very keen to get involved, so he joins you. And Fariah's already got a gourd of holy water ready, and you're standing before the altar.
Seltan, Trevik, Bargle, please protect the survivors, the townfolk, just in case something goes awry.
Of course, ma'am! Do not worry, I'm Trevik Thantom. I'll help you.
Any of you spellcastery people that can maybe heal someone? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I have one
Not you, them.
prayer left.
before we do the ritual, you must be prepared. I'm not sure what retaliation will be met with.
I will pray to Timora to aid Torm to aid you.
To Tormora.
Tomorrow.
So,
That's
does
her
Orin,
daughter.
what's he got on? Does he look like he could fight? I forgot. We
He's a blacksmith. He's just like wearing leather clothes. He's got like still got these gloves on. Like for some reason, he's got his blacksmith gloves on, an apron. He's completely unarmed. Well, actually,
0 level.
you have arms like most of these people here as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a short sword. Doesn't really look like he knows how to
helping out
use it.
too much if he's gonna get killed. But okay, yeah, that's fine. I tells him like the best things you can do is we don't know what's gonna happen here, but like make sure is to keep him from the townsfolks and whatnots, and keep the townsfolks from coming in here too.
Alright, make a persuasion check, Nico.
You know me, I'm super charismatic.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't have anything else to drive me. At least let me do some good here for the people of El Terrell.
That's what I'm saying. We don't want anyone else to get hurt. So like
I'm fine. Without you all, I'd be dead. This ritual, what is so important about it? Who is this man?
he's the Duke. He's a strong allies, and maybe he has some information that we needs to help them quickly though.
Oh,
He's the head of the Flaming Fist, I think.
Oh, so if you're able to sanctify him, he'll provide some insight on how to save El Terrell.
That's right.
Yep, that's the plan.
And maybe find your family as well.
Oh yes, I very much hope so.
And every other.
I'll try to stay out of your way. Just, I'll keep my distance then.
Maybe you can keep crowd control and keep other curious people
All right.
back.
Farai just pours like 10 gallons of holy water on the Duke at this stage, and splashes it everywhere. The Duke starts hissing, as well as there's a hissing sound from the holy water contacting the helm. And he starts speaking in tongues like there are multiple evil voices coming out of the helm at once.
The
elder has been cleansed. Take him to the center. Take him to the center of the chapel. We must place the helm on him. We must move quick. I will recite the prayer. Gather around him. Stay close. Someone must hold the sword to the helm.
I got you.
Alright, when you put the sword on the helm, you'll have to dedicate your action to hold that there, Nico, every round. But suddenly the voices stop. And Farai starts a prayer. She just kind of recites some phrases. It almost sounds like she's reciting phrases from the Tome of the Creed Resolute.
That doesn't sound good.
So she just says a couple of lines. When night is the darkest, I will be resolute and carry the light of El Terrell in my heart and shine forth in my actions through courage and through self-sacrifice. The all-seeing holy eye of Torm, give us guidance, purge this evil. So she starts that prayer, and as she does, suddenly she just lets out a shrill screech. Gah! And she kind of falls to her knees. There's some sort of energy that afflicts her. And let me just see how she's going to deal with that. All right. She collapses to the ground immediately, unconscious. Ah! There's like some energy trying to escape, and it's almost as if there's an explosion from the helm that knocks her back, and she just hits the ground unconscious. Her head hits the stone floor, and she's bleeding from her head. And you can hear this energy. Some sort of energy kind of emanating near you all as she's performing the prayer. It's a defiled soul. Some of the necromantic energy from the helm is released. And someone has to like take over. You've got to continue this prayer for 30 seconds. It's aiming to stop that prayer. Alright, this thing is invisible, so you haven't seen it. You can just hear it like emanating some sort of energy. And this defiled soul, just after Fariah's dropped to the ground, it goes for you, Nico. And it tries to shock you with necrotic tendrils. It has advantage. And you're hit. When it's like a purple lightning. It almost looks like a little mini companion when it becomes visible. It's just a small globe of necrotic energy, and it shoots 16 points of necrotic damage at you, becoming visible as that happens.
Okay.
Alandir.
I'll move to defend Nico, and I'll move to here to destroy this ball of something. And I miss.
Yeah, this thing is so quick, it almost kind of materializes away from your rapier as you attack it. It shifts around like a blur. Patience. So anyone can try to mimic that prayer. It will cost your action, and it's a religion check.
And is Nico mimicking it right now?
No, Nico's holding the sword.
Holding the sword. I can't do both.
You have to dedicate your action on holding the sword. You still have bonus actions.
Trisha's muted herself.
Alright, you have to be standing within 5 feet.
Sorry.
But,
Oh, then I can move.
yeah, alright, you quickly take over Patience, and you just mimic word for word what Fariah was saying, and you've upheld this ritual for this round at least. You have to do this for 30 seconds, which is 5 rounds. Alright, the Duke is just screeching, mainly in Abyssal now. As all this energy is being released from the helm. Callan.
I'll cast Healing Word on the collapsed priest of Torm. Priestess? Or priest?
Alright, she opens her eyes. You must be cautious.
I'll also begin chanting on my action. That was my bonus action.
Alright, before we do that, there's one thing I forgot. Whoops, Freya dies apparently.
Doesn't make her.
The prayer. Patience. You feel an explosion come off the helm as you try to recite the prayer, and at the end of your turn, you will need to make a Constitution saving throw.
What save?
Constitution. This may change your mind about reciting the prayer. Alright, you feel an incredible explosion hit you, Patience, but you just you tolerate it. You don't take any damage. Alright, Callan.
So after I healed her, I began chanting the prayer.
There's
I did a
two of us
religion
chanting the prayer in a round. Do anything?
Oh, sorry, I actually just completely messed that up. It's supposed to be Nico that makes the saving throw holding the sword, but we'll just say that Patience took it this turn instead. It's from the sword.
I took one for you, Nico. You can thank me later.
Guys, well, thanks you leaders.
So again, if Callan starts the prayer right now, is he wasting his action? Is it going to do anything, or do we have to wait till the...
I did
You
it.
don't need to. Alright, yeah, you're able to recite the prayer. Only one person needs to recite it, though. But two
So you
can,
attack
if you want.
We can attack the soul-y thingy, maybe? I don't know.
You can try to attack it. On your turn.
Okay.
Alright, you have to keep on speaking this for 5 rounds. Is that the end of your turn, Callan? Unless you're moving.
So it appears that my prayer chant doesn't also
Doesn't speed up the round.
does it make it more powerful or quicker.
No. It's a 30-second prayer.
Can't two pots doesn't make the egg cook faster.
Right.
Yeah, but if you cook mac and cheese, you're supposed to cook it for twice as long at double heat, according to my missus. Alright,
Then I'll do that on that energy.
okay, alright. You don't,
File soul.
alright, you don't, the prayer's been handled, yeah, you don't need to do it. Alright, this thing, is resistant to necrotic damage. It fails, and, it just kind of shrinks a little bit, and there's a little, kind of, a couple of crackles of necrotic lightning that come off of it. Raven.
All right. Gonna go to here, and gonna caress my buddy Nico. And then I'm gonna go to. I guess I'll stay there. I don't think I have any bonus actions. Nope. So yeah. Have 9 points, Nico, and next.
Alright, Faria just kind of gets to her feet. Back, you fiend! We must also seal the ritual with a bless. Feel the blessing of Tom! And she's going to cast Bless. And she's going to cast that on Nico, who's holding the sword. Patience, who's reciting the prayer. And Alandir,
Saigon
who's attacking the
counteract his
souls.
devils.
Alright, Nico, you're up. You need to keep holding the sword for your action. And Patience has made the con save, but you're feeling like this explosion of energy being transferred from the blade of the sword to the hilt to you. But this time, Patience was able to kind of redirect it with her
Well, okay.
prayer.
I'll drop a baby right on me to help me feel better. It's 3rd level. And then I'll continue to hold the sword.
Okay. Oren just like calls out, "What's happening? Is it working?"
It is.
Just stay back.
Alright,
We're professionals. It's
he's just
You do
gonna
this all the
gonna stay back. All right, Lulu just says, "Nico, just hold on there. We're gonna protect you, all right? Just stay away, you evil soul thingy." And she smashes her tusks into the defiled soul. It's very quick, but she's quick as well. And her attack doesn't do a whole lot. It seems to resist. Oh no, Lulu's got magical tusks. So she overcomes its resistance. Zygon.
okay. I will try to grapple this thing.
Okay.
So I'll move here. Grapple. Athletics.
Alright, you're unable to grab
Okay.
it. It's so quick. It just dodges like, straight out of your grip. You will say when you did grab it for a brief moment, there was nothing to really grab. Your hands just went through it.
Okay, that's what I figured. But no pain, no gain. All right, then we're committed. So swing with my second attack.
And that is a miss. It just arcs into lightning and dodges an 18.
All right, and then is Lulu a small creature? Can
Yeah.
I stay in the same space as?
She's too big.
I got that big booty!
Oh. All right, then I will actually 10, 15 triggers an opportunity attack if necessary.
This is a good comparison about how big she actually is. It's pretty big.
Oh, that's pretty big. All right.
Not that you'll ever go to the River Styx or see a scene like that at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, so that's 15. Does that trigger opportunity attack?
Yeah, it's gonna try and shock you. And it misses.
Misses. All right. 15, 25 through the heal baby. 30. I'm just giving everybody my aura.
It's 2D for the heal baby. 2d6.
Oh, is it now?
Oh,
it
it's
doesn't
third
matter.
level.
I was
It's third
only
level.
I was only too short, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Alright, at the start of this round, more energy escapes the helm, and 2 defiled souls emerge. They are invisible when they materialize. One appears next to Nico, and another one appears next to Patience. Alright,
there's 3 now? Alright.
Yep. This one is going to try and attack the Duke. And that hits him. Alright, he's looking close to death now. He may not survive this encounter by the looks of it. This one is going to try and shock Nico with its little necrotic lightning. And 11 misses. It becomes visible. Alandir.
I'll try to hit the one here that's been injured slightly. 19.
That hits it. And it resists the
27.
thunder damage. But you still just... There's a mini explosion as a rapier hits it, and it lets off some lightning and then shrinks down until it completely disappears. Patience. You can make a religion check if you want to keep on reciting the prayer. Are you there, Patience? This is why you've named your character Patience. So that every time it's your turn, I say, have patience. Alright, I'm guessing she's AFK.
No, my mic dropped.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna keep up prayer. Do I have to roll?
Yep, you have to make a religion check. Every round. Alright, you keep up the prayer. So far, so good.
I'm the last person in this party who should probably be doing this. Can I do a bonus action?
Yeah. It just takes your action to do the thing. Still got a bonus.
Okay. I will do healing word on the...
Okay. See some of these lashes, all these wounds that he has all over him. His arm is all bloodied, and he just keeps on screeching out, and the prayer is 12 seconds underway. Callan.
Oh, we're halfway there.
I'm gonna swing out at that defiled soul with my enchanted mace.
Alright, you're at disadvantage. It is invisible, and swing and a miss. Let me remove this dynamic lighting as well. This is for the secret tunnel, that lighting. Doesn't need to be there. Alright, the defiled soul tries to shock Patience with advantage. And a necrotic lightning bolt hits you for 13 damage as it becomes visible. Raven.
Alright. So it's invisible now. It's visible now that it's hit.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
I'll
right.
shoot it then.
Alright, you're at disadvantage. There is one engaged with you.
Oh yeah. That's okay.
It's a miss. And a miss.
Yeah. Story of my life. Next.
Alright, Farai just stands by in case someone needs help with a prayer, but she's also going to assist. Be gone, fiends! She cries out, and she tries to Sacred Flame that same one that Raven just shot at. And it is so quick. It easily dodges. Nico.
Yeah, I suppose I could have done that.
Okay, so I'll take my heal baby. 2d6. And then I'll continue holding the thing, and I'll move the heal baby to on top of the Duke.
Okay.
On top of the dookie.
As you're holding the sword, you need to make a con save at the end of your turn.
Okay.
You resist
Nice.
the explosion of energy that's coming out of the helm.
You
I knew what to
29.
expect after patience. I flinch. I didn't flinch.
Alright, Lulu's gonna just try and stop this soul. She just tries to smash her tusk into it, and she crits! Bursting a tusk into the soul.
She doesn't have Divine Smite.
Maybe I did, but I can't remember.
Okay, fair. Alright. Are these undead?
They're souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it literally looks like a little ball of crackling necrotic energy. Same,
Well,
like,
alright.
purple lightning that you've seen from the Companion and the purple mist. You're 99% sure. You're about as sure as you're about as sure as it's undead as that you're as sure as you're still lawful good.
Oh, okay. Then I'm very sure. Alright. Let's try the Mace of Disruption.
With a little doubt of a little glimmer of doubt.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so the mace misses. You're gonna have to be very quick to hit these things.
Yeah, second attack.
That just clips it. And when that happens, it's disrupted. It turns into a golden ball of energy before disappearing completely.
Good job.
At the start of this round, the Duke screams out again, and a defiled soul comes out of the helm next to Nico. And another one next to Patience.
Another one.
And another one
Oh.
next to Nico as well,
Someone should like turn.
as they attempt to disrupt the ritual. Alan dear.
I'll move over to here and attack this one. Here, the one that's visible. Attack, attack, attack. Boom.
Miss.
16's gonna miss.
I'll try them.
Do I have to, will I disrupt the ceremony if I'm over here?
No,
Okay.
you won't disrupt it unless you like stab
Just give a
Patience
spot
in the
for soul
face.
to go in next time.
I'll go back. Here. So I guess it gets an attack opportunity.
You don't get your thingy.
I think the one you swing can't
Oh,
doesn't. You never moved away from the other one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. I'm done.
you buckle it.
No second
And
wait.
you swash it.
Audacity.
Patience.
She gabs.
Religion check again, and you're just acing. You've done your Bible study. You have aced the ritual so far. You're just like mixing a couple of prayers to Asmodeus as you're doing it.
I probably am.
You're like, when the light.
She's saying like one of the infernal prayers, but she's just substituting in Torm everywhere else.
She got her fingers crossed. It's okay. Any bonus action?
Who's that on?
Also, your mic I think your mic is cutting in and out again because we could barely hear you before, and now I don't think we can't hear you at all. If you're talking.
That was on Raven, because he's so nice.
I think she's healing herself.
Alright.
Alright,
Shouldn't that have been upcast then?
the ritual is, well, actually, it's only 12 seconds through now, this ritual. There's still,
Oh, yeah.
sorry, 18 seconds. There's still a couple of rounds left. 2 rounds left to go. Doing well so far. Callan.
I'll strike it again.
That is a hit.
There you go.
Is it still invisible?
No. Not invisible. Alright, the mace clips the defiled soul. And a
Did
little
you
bit
mention
of...
him and Saigon are trading the Mace of Disruption back and forth? No?
I'm using my Mace of Light, sir.
Alright, this defiled soul is going to try and shock patience. And it hits. When the necrotic tendrils hit you, it's just rotting your flesh. You hit for 11 necrotic damage. Patience. Atrophied. Raven.
Alright. Oh crap, there's more of them near me.
You can't
Alright.
see them, so they're not there.
That's right. Well, I can see this one. Alright, I am going to... Oh, I don't have that. Oh, I have a Sacred Flame. There you go. Sacred Flame, the one up there by her. I can see.
It moves straight out of the way of it.
Alright. I'm done.
Alright, Freya's going to try that as well. Be gone! Whoops. No, she's not going to try the deck save. She's going to try the
dances for it.
Sacred Flame. Alright, that was... I accidentally clicked her deck save. And, these things are so quick. Very hard to hit. Nico.
Saigon, you should drop a fireball on us.
I might. Yeah, because that's not scary at all. Do it in like a whole place of rip.
Well, it's not going to reach the civilians.
I'll just move the baby back. He got his baby as it was looping through his turn.
Oh yeah,
I'll
just
move it
do
on.
that now. Yeah, he's looking a bit
Up to
better.
me.
Alright, you move the baby back.
Yeah.
Baby back ribs.
Baby got back.
It won't heal you yet. It will heal you at the start of your turn.
Oh, I thought it was or move through or enter it.
Oh, you didn't enter it, it entered you.
Yeah, you have to... I forgot to move through it. When you start your turn or enter it. You haven't done either of those.
Oh, but it coming into my square isn't.
Yeah, but you didn't enter it, it entered you.
Okay.
Somatics.
Yeah, otherwise you could just move it around everyone and just heal everyone like that. But yeah, if it says like you enter it, it means you enter it, not... Like if you get pushed into it, then yeah, but it's entered your space.
Well, I have movement, right? So can I?
You can move if you want. It's up to you.
Do it in that.
You can do...
Yeah.
I'll move over to here.
All right, when you do, both defiled souls attack you with
Oh, I
advantage.
forgot they were there. Yeah, I didn't even know they were there.
I know they're invisible.
You know that they're there.
All right. I'll keep it till next time there. Okay, sounds good.
You get the healing at the start of your turn anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
I got a con save.
Yes, but basically, you're supposed to only be healed like once per round by the Hill Baby.
+4.
All right,
So that's 12.
12.
You're good. You succeed. All right, Lulu's going to try and attack this defiled soul with her horns, and it's a miss. Did these two even go? This one didn't even go. Wait, what's going on here? Okay. No, because they're still visible. I don't know why it skipped that turn. I guess they're going now. They were supposed to go right at the start. Alright, this one is going to attack you, Nico. It has advantage. And it hits. For 7 necrotic. It also becomes visible as it attacks. Alright, the force of that causes the Hill Baby to drop. And then
you should be a +4, so that's a 10.
Is it 4? Okay. Alright, you maintain
Yeah.
concentration. And the other defiled soul, it also attacks. It's supposed to go on 16. Wait, yeah, some of them didn't roll in for some, or it skipped their turn. Alright, so this one's attacking you, Nico. Trying to just drop the ritual as you're holding the sword. And it hits you for 6 necrotic damage. And then
I think it's because we were at the top of the order when you rolled it, and they came above that.
well, when I roll it, oh yeah, that's probably why.
You're a pillar of concentration. You stand next to me makes me feel better.
Alright, and then the final one's going to attack Patience. And it's a miss. Alright, they're all visible now. Okay, Zygon, you're up.
Okay, let's try swinging again. All right, Mace of Disruption on the one near me.
And
Miss.
it is a miss.
Second attack. That's a miss.
Alright, at the start of this round, 4 defiled souls come out of the helm.
Holy cow!
One will go here.
What to do next time, buddy?
One will go next to Patience. One will go. Another one will appear next to Patience. And this one will go above you, Nico. They're tiny, so they can also occupy your
die when you
space.
do it, Zygon, but get rid of them.
Alright, Alan Deer, it's your turn.
I'll attack this one here that's visible.
That is a
17's gonna
miss.
miss.
17? Yike.
It's a 19.
Oh, that's...
Alright, this defiled soul is going to attack Nico. It's not invisible, it's a regular attack. It misses. This one is invisible, and it's going to attack the Duke. Becomes visible after it attacks, and it hits the Duke. For 7 necrotic. Patience.
No can hear even.
We can't hear you if you're speaking.
Religion check, and...
Alright, you continue the prayer. You managed to withhold it so far. Farai yells out, "It's almost done! Just a little longer!" Hey there, Trish, I can't hear anything you're saying.
Yeah, her mic's broke.
Yeah, she said the usual.
So she did a healing word on herself for 8. Okay. I don't think you have any movement.
Alright, where is this hill baby at the moment? It's on your square, right? Alright,
It's on Nico, yeah.
the Duke is still... I mean, the helm is... All of these celestial patterns are glowing purple, and there's just a heap of necrotic energy being released from it. You start to see the seams of the where the sides of the triangle meet for the pyramid start to kind of almost peel apart as more energy is exploding outwards. Alright, this soul tries to attack Patience. And it hits. A necrotic tendril hits you for 15 points of damage. She's still up. Callan.
I'll strike that same one I've been hitting with my.
It's a miss.
I'll scream.
Alright, this defiled soul will attack Patience.
I don't know if she heard the 15 damage last time.
Doesn't look like it, because that is another 2. I'll deduct it for her. She's still standing, but she's very badly injured. This defiled soul attacks Nico. And it's a miss. This one also attacks Nico. Actually, it's going to attack the Duke. Has advantage because it's invisible. And that actually misses him. 19 misses the Duke. And it just smashes into his shield, which is... Actually, sorry, his shield is strapped to his back. So he does not have his shield AC. Alright, so that hits him. And the Duke is struggling to stay conscious. He's on his knees, you know, you're holding the sword on the helm, whispering the prayers. He's struggling to stay up. This defiled soul will attack Patience.
Can that soul stay on Nico's?
And yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're tiny.
Oh,
tiny.
Okay.
They could also
That's right.
just hover above him as well, if it wanted to. Alright, Patience falls to the ground. That necrotic bolt slams into her, and she falls unconscious at the Duke's feet. With his defiled soul becoming visible. Alright, the prayer will need to be recited next round by someone. It's not broken at the moment. As long as next round someone recites it.
Alright.
Raven.
Crappy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Oh my goodness.
And I've got no spells left. None of those. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You should have.
Oh.
We had a short rest before we got here, right?
Yeah,
You should
no.
have all
I
your
did
short
a
rest.
cure. I did a cure wounds on the way over in case we were gonna
Okay.
be attacked by something, and then I did a cure wounds here for Nico, so or for somebody. All right. So then I'm going to, I guess, Thorn Whip and pull one of the ones away from here. If I
It's a
can.
miss. They're too quick.
All right. So I got Dry Plat Fireball.
Alright, this defiled soul is going to move over to the Duke and attack him. The Duke hits the ground. He's also unconscious and dying. His armor is just riddled with injuries and blood. He's not dead.
He's ready.
Pariah just says, I must save my magic to bless the helm. There's nothing I can do. I will recite the prayer, though. And on the next round, she'll try to recite it. She's just going to dodge for now. Back! She yells. Nico.
Heal, baby.
Yeah, I get my. Alright, and I'll move it to the Duke. Keep holding on the best I can. You'll be okay, Duke. Just hang in there.
Alright. That'll be another con save at the end of your turn, as you've managed to avoid taking any damage from the sword so far. Where's Hill Baby? Where's Hill
Like
Baby?
3 things on that
I don't
tile.
know.
On that tile.
Hill Baby is lost. I'm gonna get another one. Hill Baby's MIA.
Like 4 things on that tile.
You look over, Hill
Holy
Baby's
cow.
also possessed. Hill Baby's like spewing necrotic energy out of its mouth. Alright, yep, you're not being affected by the sword at all. Nico, you're good.
Nice.
Alright, Lulu is going to just try and attack one of these defiled souls, I guess.
Maybe the shield will let you sculpt that.
That's a hit, and she just goes to toss through one of these souls. Zygon.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. I don't know if these things can get frightened. But we'll find out. There's too many at this point. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and channel Divinity Frightening Aura to try to frighten them. Where is
Does that
it?
make them run away, or just so that they can't move closer to you?
It'll at least give them disadvantage on all this stuff.
Okay.
Alright, out of this cluster here, 2 of them become frightened. And now let me get to the other ones. Alright, the one that is above Callan. Wait, did that one attack already? I think it did. Wait, is it even in the initiative?
At the top of the round.
It's not even in initiative. Oh yeah, it is. It went on number 10. It should have gone at the end of your turn, Raven, did it? It
Yeah,
did.
It did.
Okay.
Missed or something.
I forgot to take off the invisibility icon. Alright, let's make its wisdom save. And it's not frightened. This one's next. And it's not frightened. The one above Nico. Kinda hope it makes a save so I don't have to go through all the different stuff on Nico. Okay. Oh, there it is. Alright, that one is frightened. And then there's 2 more here. And they both resist. At the start of this round, these souls, they do not want this ritual to be complete. 5 more defiled souls burst from the helm. And it looks like it's just Nico at the moment with the sword. So all 5 are going to appear near him.
Wonder where his dog is. I want to pat it one more time before I die.
Alan, dear. That's a hit. And you destroy it. It just disappears. Alright, this defiled soul attacks Nico. And it's a miss. Next one attacks Nico. And it hits for 11 necrotic damage. Someone needs to recite the prayer this round, don't forget. Patience, make a death saving throw.
He said the priestess was going to do it.
Yeah.
We will put all of our faith in the priestess.
Do you think that she'll be able to survive onslaught of attacks? That is a failure.
Does my aura help with that saving throw or no? It's
It does. It does.
Oh, there you go.
Then that's a success.
You got 15-foot aura? Oh no, 10-foot. Yeah, sweet.
It's
Alright,
10 foot.
the Duke just he screeches again, and the helm is starting to come apart. Fry just yells out, "It's almost done! Just a little longer!" And you've got 1 round to go.
He's got the heal baby, right? You grabbed him.
Yep.
Is Hill Baby there? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, he's back conscious.
You mean like the bottom of this round or the next round?
An entire round starting from when I said then. Alright, this soul is going to move forward and attack the Duke. It hits him. And he's knocked to the ground again. The helm empowered as his soul weakens and dwindles. This soul is going to move over and attack Nico. It has advantage. And it hits for 10 necrotic damage. Nico holds on to concentration and the sword. Callan.
I'll begin chanting. Take up the prayer.
Alright, you take over the prayer and success. The glowing motifs on the helm, they glow even brighter. Alright, this soul is going to immediately target you, Callan. It has advantage a disadvantage because it's frightened, and it misses you. You just have to hold out a little longer. This one attacks Nico. And 16 hits for 12 necrotic damage. You see a bolt of necrotic lightning hit Nico. He wavers, but still standing, still has that sword pressed on the helm. The ritual is so close to finishing. This one will attack Nico. Disadvantage. Miss. This one will attack Nico. It has advantage. And you're hit for 12 necrotic damage. Nico falls. The sword begins to slip off the helm. Someone needs to get that sword back on the helm, or the ritual will fail.
Can I grab it? Can I use my reaction to grab it?
You have to do that. It takes your action to hold the sword.
Okay, that's fine.
That sword becomes visible. This one is going to fly over to Callan and try and stop him from chanting. It hits. A necrotic lightning bolt slams into you for 7 damage. Raven.
Ouch.
Heal, baby. And then back and grab the sword.
Alright, you can stand like here with Raven, but you can't stand where you are. Nico's in that spot.
Doesn't
That's what Danu's.
There's no heal, baby. He's unconscious as well.
Oh, damn, alright. I forgot about that. Alright, so yes, I've grabbed the sword.
Alright, make a constitution save at the end of your turn, if that's where you're ending. As you hold the sword and continue pressing it onto the helmet. And you're fine. You feel an explosion try to knock you off of the sword, but you resist it.
Ooh, that was tough.
You're now a target for these souls.
Yep.
And that's exactly what happens. This soul tries to stop you, Raven. A bolt of necrotic energy hits you for... Are you resistant to necrotic?
Not to necrotic.
You hit for 12 damage.
Did you immediately fall down?
No. For some reason, my thing's up. I should be at 12 points right now. There we go. Alright.
Alright, this defiled soul will attack Callan as he is chanting. And it hits for 8 necrotic damage. This one is going to fly over and try and hit Raven.
Don't hit me. Don't do damage.
It hits for 6 necrotic damage.
Damn.
Becoming visible as it attacks.
I can do it.
Faria just says,
This is it! I will seal it with the bless!
and she is going to cast Bless. But before she unleashes the spell, she will hold on to the magic, requiring concentration. She readies a Bless for when the ritual is complete to seal the deal. Bless goes down on whoever was blessed. Alright, Nico, make a death saving throw. That is still a success, even without the bless. Lulu is going to say, "No, Nico, hang in there!" And she's going to use her action to try and stabilize Nico. She just sticks that trunk onto your wound and sucks up all the damage.
My organs haven't grown back yet.
They will.
She kept them handy, and she just like
She sorts them back in.
yeah, she uses the trunk to just.
She zips them back up using the Hadley zipper that's attached to your stomach at this point. Alright.
Alright, Zygon.
Okay.
Fryer just says, "Just hold out. We're almost there."
Go ahead and lay on hands for 10 points to Duke.
Alright, Duke is back conscious.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alan dear.
It's 5 rounds.
Not yet. The
Don't worry, Bargo, we got this.
round is starting at the Duke's turn. Duke Pyramid Head. Still got 2 souls left that could potentially disrupt the entire ritual. Alandir gets put off by Nico's calls for inspiration. Alright, this soul is going to... Who's helping? Why are you helping? He's going to come over here. It provokes from Zygon.
Okay.
It's going to try and attack.
Shit.
That's a miss. It's going to try and attack Raven. And... it misses.
Ooh, miss.
And finally, this one is going to try and attack Raven. It hits, and you hit for 8 necrotic damage.
Crappy.
Alright, Raven, you drop to the ground and the sword falls. Patience.
Death save. Roll a 20.
Success.
That wasn't a 20. Maybe the Duke can hold the sword to his own head.
All of a sudden, Farai says, as Zygon, sorry, not Zygon, Callan recites the final words of this prayer. She seals it with her bless spell. It is done! She unleashes that bless onto the Duke, and all of a sudden, a holy shockwave emanates out of the Duke. It wipes away all of these defiled souls instantly. They vanish, and the plates, the 3 panels of this pyramid, they peel away from the Duke's head, and the Duke just peers up at you all. "I've seen the way forward," he says, and we'll take a 10-minute break. Let's have a little bit of a breather after that tough fight. You guys did it.
Humda.
Might take a forever break if I fail the 3 saving throws. Oh.
During the 10 minutes, everyone that is dying make a death saving throw every 6 seconds.
Alright.
I'll see you guys back soon.
Our turtle friend can't come and give us Goodberry? I mean, really.
Uh-oh. 2 and 2. Ah, well.
You had
Well,
your
well,
plus.
that's it.
You had your +4. You're up.
Oh, okay. Alright.
You passed. You passed with the first 2. The
I
first
passed.
4. Yeah.
Hello.
Although I still say he should have dropped that fireball.
Why do you always want to kill your own party?
It wouldn't have killed us. I'm sure 3 of them would have survived, and I'm pretty darn sure it would have taken out at least half of those glowing balls. That, honestly, one more round would have killed us. I'm sure Zygon would have survived it. I'm sure Nico would have survived it. And, with Zygon going and laying hands on people or something, or, if he kept it away from the priest lady, I'm sure she could bonus action heal someone, and we would have had a better chance. Thanks, Seb just took pity on us.
I don't think anybody had healing left other than me.
Well, Zygon had some lay hands stuff.
Are you sure you didn't spend it all?
No, I don't think so. Well, we might have.
To do.
Oh, all the staying at home, man. It's only like 12 more years till retirement. Woo.
I have 5.5 years.
I'm just gonna go get a tent and live on the street. Be fun. Oh my god. I was reading these jokes on Facebook. What's the difference between a battery and a woman? Battery has a positive side.
Look, I've played with enough men on these games to know that applies more to men than women.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, scientists have discovered a food that diminishes a woman's sex drive by 90%. It's called wedding cake.
And eat my wedding cake.
Yeah, maybe we can long rest and be level 7 now. Oh.
Hey guys,
Hey.
how you doing?
Neat. Nobody wants to listen to Whitesnake with me, so here I go again on my own.
Still the night.
Alright, the ritual of returning was successful. Prayer has been completed. And as this helm basically buckles off of the Duke's head, immediately this stern-looking man rises to his feet. He rises to his feet.
I've seen it. The path forward,
he says. and Orin and Seltern, Trevik, they rush forward as well to give aid. Yeah, I think Seltern's gonna come over and give cure wounds to whoever is closest.
Woohoo!
That's you. And does someone want to help Nico? 17 healing for you,
Oh, awesome.
Raven.
I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna.
Oh, I think
slide
Patience is closer. Right, he'll go over and he'll heal Patience as well.
I get up, but I get down again.
All right, does anyone want to help Nico? Wow.
Yes, I'll try to. I'll try CPR on him.
Are you stable?
I have no healing magic left.
Good berry potion.
Yeah, I'll lay of hands for 1 point each on the downed people.
That's just Nico.
Then yeah, then 1 lay of hands point.
Okay. All right. Something happens. The Duke says, "I've seen the path forward." Suddenly, Orin just runs in, and he just says, "I'm afraid I cannot allow you to share that. I've seen enough. Elturel belongs to Zariel, and I will gut you of your secrets." And yeah, he as he runs forward, he transforms, and he sprouts fiendish wings, long claws, and a pointed tail.
I guess it's initiative time.
He's a bare-chested male human, but he has all of these fiendish qualities about him.
What, we rescued you for nothing?
It was not for nothing. You have shown me the defenses of Elturel, and that is why I'm here. I've seen all of your weaknesses, but I cannot allow that man to share with you the secret to saving Elturel. This has gone too far. He has to die. Trevik just runs at him. I don't think so, pal. Ah! And we'll roll initiative.
Old demon, you will die.
The Duke, he's very quick. He just whooshing! He just wields whips out that magic longsword, and just says, "Ha! I'd like to see you try, fiend." And he looks ready to strike. The one that's been sheathed in his side the entire time.
Sweet. Alright, then I will shoot the demon twice. Once.
Both beams miss, kind of skip side to side, dodging the incoming attacks. As he's running up, Trevik tries to interpose himself, and the incubus just doesn't want to have anything to do with that. He's just going to turn around, and his eyes are going to glow. "You weak-minded individual. You're mine." And suddenly, Trevik just he just stares at the incubus. His eyes glaze over. And Trevik says, "Yes, you're my friend." And the incubus has charmed him. Zygon.
Probably play together on Grinder.
Just me. Alright. Moving up here. Then let's start swinging. First attack.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
And that is a
then
hit.
second attack. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my final second level cell slot to spawn a spiritual weapon.
Okay. Alright, the magic warhammer just bruises his somewhat perfect looking body. Then suddenly a spiritual weapon. How does your spiritual weapon look?
Probably the same. It looks like the hammer of Lathander.
Come on, devil's
Okay.
pitchfork. Devil's pitchfork.
A golden hammer just slams heavily into the incubus, taking the full brunt of damage. Patience. Oh, Patience has been possessed.
By a robot.
Alright, that is a miss. Too many bodies in the way. It's a hard shot to make. Another miss. Both beams whiz on by the incubus. Lulu just flies in front of him.
I don't think so, mister! I'm sick of all of you demons and devils, and you don't know Zariel at all!
And she just tumbles out of the way as she misses. Sultan looks very confused. As you guys know, it's extremely slow.
It's a devil. Kill it.
Do you need some help, mister? And he just casts another cure wounds on the Duke. Before he's even kind of realized what's going on. And then he looks over. I don't think, that devil's supposed to be here. You better watch out. It's coming your way.
Better not cry.
Callan.
Told it dead on that demon bastard.
And
Sweet.
Gah! He screeches as this rippling black spiderweb pattern of necrotic energy just bursts over his chest. All of his veins become rotten, and he's actually looking pretty hurt.
How did that feel?
Alan,
Not
dear.
as bad as this.
Are you there, Alan, dear? Oh, there we go. I can't hear you, by the way. That is a direct hit, and when you pierce the blade into him, you hit him like directly in his torso. He kind of falls close to Alandir, and as you rip the rapier out, he kind of takes a few steps forward. His wings become loose, and he just falls to the ground before exploding with a little fiery eruption.
Good job, Rogue.
Not so tough now.
Then Trevik, he raises his spear.
What did you do? What did you do to him?
And even in his charmed state, he just cowers. I can't do this. I'm sorry, Oren. Ah!
It's okay, it's okay. We'll take care of you.
Sheath the longsword. Now the fight's over.
He's still charmed, but his cowardice overcomes the charm, so he just curls into a ball again. He's rocking back and forth.
You'll be all right in a day or two. Go have a nap.
Pariah finally comes over and just smacks him in the head with the ceremonial mace.
Get a hold of yourself! I'm sorry, I didn't know what happened.
Smacks some sense into him.
Stop this!
Alder says. This is not the time for arguments. The helm, Tormsai, it has showed me the path forward. However, the unholy light from the companion corrupted the helm when I donned it. Nevertheless, I know what must be done, but first I may ask, who are all of you? You don't look like Hell Riders. Huh?
I'm Raven, friend of, what's her name? Hellrider of Elturel, Rhea Mantelmorn.
That's a good name,
Yeah,
Raven. I like that name.
I like it. Thank you very much.
I am Callan of Cleric of the
Even-
Goddess Timora.
These are my followers.
We are here to rescue your city.
This is not my city, friend. I am the Marshal of the Flaming Fist and Grand Duke
sir,
of Baldur's
Flaming
Gate.
Fist.
But these people, they are my ward. Thank you for freeing me. I feel redeemed.
Will you sign my badge? You're famous.
I saw the path forward, but my visions were clouded and warped by the demonic essence channeled through the portal. I have undergone a spirit journey. It is important that I tell you this information immediately. If anything were to happen to me, these secrets will be lost. The helm is no more. And you can just see the helm is just broken apart into multiple pieces on the ground. Listen carefully and concisely. In my spirit journey, I saw a bloodied woman in armor. A soldier wearing the colors and crest of Elturel. She was grasping a longsword, fit for an angel. Fresh blood streamed from a nasty cut on her cheek. And you were there. She points at you, Alan, dear.
What?
Not you. The little elephant.
Oh.
Yes. I saw that creature, or a similar one. It was flying next to the woman. A small golden elephant. Unmistakable. The wings flap just like it does. You were in my vision next to the Hellrider. But you were running. There was an enormous, loping demon, threatening to devour the woman. The sword was luminous, like nothing I've ever seen. She plunged the sword into the ground, while you, little elephant, made a trumpet sound with your trunk. This caused the demon to be hurled back, and an alabaster? What? My mind's clouded.
Alabaster!
And sorry, I've been in the helm.
A white hued.
An alabaster palace rose up from the sword. But there was something about this palace. It was disgusting, covered in blood and gore like a scab. The winged elephant fled and took to the red sky of Avernus. It watched as this bloody scab grew up from the ground to engulf the palace and the enormous demon. I think this sword may be a key. This is why Torm showed it to me. And you, little elephant. My name is Lulu. You, Lulu. You fled from this scene, and you wandered in a delirium before coming upon two odd, bird-like humanoids. They were dressed in patchwork armor, and they were standing next to some strange infernal vehicle. These bird creatures, they had tools and odd-looking weapons. And that is all I recall. Do you know anything about this, Lulu?
Wow, he knew your name.
Well, it was Zara who sent me over to the material plane, and I don't know why. Maybe she's too good, and there was a demon lord, Inogu, that wanted to destroy the sword. Inogu? No, this was no knoll. This was something else. It looked like a giant worm. Far more foul. Oh. my memories are all fuzzy as well. I don't remember anything. I'm no use. I don't know how to save anything.
No, you're just doing good. You're doing the best you can. If you just stick with friendship, maybe you can remember things as we go. Maybe you'll see things that you can remember and what's not.
Friendship?
Yeah. You could be friends with us like you were friends with Zariel's, and then we'll do the good things and find some good peoples and whatnot.
Get your memories back.
Yes.
And help Zariel.
Yes. Friends. Like you. And you.
Mm-hmm.
And the bad folk! I remember their names! Chucker and Clunk! I remember! And she starts flapping around like really excitedly and spraying out like little rainbow droplets everywhere. Chucker and Clunk! Yes! They found me! In Avernus!
Sees? You're getting all your brains back.
Yes! They were Kenku! Yes! They took me to a junkyard. It was called Fort Knucklebones! And they built things. They built these machines. These demon machines or something. And anyway, they're designed to go very, very quickly across the blasted wastelands of Avernus. And wait! I need to check. I need to check it to see if I can see it. I'm gonna go check, alright? I'm gonna use the shortcut. Don't worry. I'll be safe.
Okay, I don't like splitting the party, but...
Don't worry, it's a secret tunnel, remember? And she quickly removes the lid of this secret tunnel into the fountain. And she flies off. Meanwhile, the Duke is just like watching you all. So, tell me a little bit about yourselves. You say you serve the Flaming Fist.
I serve the Flaming Fist.
Yes, but there's lots going on with the disappearance of, lots of refugees and all that are going on. We did some works for the Flaming Fists there, but then we stumbled upon this whole plots with the Book of the Creed Resolute and whatnots, and we knew we had to do something about it. So here we are.
That's very brave and heroic of you.
Everybody? Did you know that book is selling the souls of everybody to demons?
The Tome of the Creed
Please
Resolute?
don't say that in the middle of the area.
What do you mean?
I mean, this is Raven. He's just being consistent.
Raven, you're such a kidder.
The Tome of the Creed Resolute? Impossible. It was created as an oath for the Hell Riders.
Yes, well, and guess what? It was corrupted by the leader of the Hell Riders, and I'll go on in a whispered voice to explain what's happened.
Well, why start whispering now?
Okay.
The Duke just starts like... He's like... clenches his fist and he's shaking angrily.
Thavius Craig, that bastard. Where is he? What happened to him?
I think we killed him, didn't we?
And rightly so. You're lucky. He's lucky that you've already killed him, or I would have that pleasure myself. A foul, foul man. Huh. You cannot blame the people of El Terrell for this, though, for the actions of one man.
No.
They thought they were doing the right thing. The light of the companion has been corrupted.
Yeah, we have to find a way to fix that.
What is the situation in El Terrell? I've been out for several days.
Well, we're in hell.
What is the situation with the survivors?
Well, we got two big groups of them here. One's here, and the other's in the Citadel for the
Shield Hall.
The Shield Hall. That's what I was saying. They seem to be safe for now, as they're inside the big vaults and whatnots. But it's not a good situation.
And you helped secure Helm Shield Hall?
Mm-hmm,
Yep.
mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been doing all the good deeds lately.
Remarkable. And you armed all of these people here? You've done much work
And
in a limited amount of time.
And I'm so tired.
And
You vie for El Terrell. You wish to try and save it. I guess you're going to go after that sword then.
Yeah, kind of have.
Yeah, that's the plans. We hopes that like if we can get Zariel's to remember her friendships with Lulu's, that maybe we can use that as leverages to get them to send back all these people and whatnot. It's a long shot, but that's all we got for the moment.
Listen to me. You need to find out exactly what happened with the sword and Zariel. These Hell Riders, they rode into battle 50 years ago, and only a few returned. Whatever happened on the other side of that portal as they entered Avernus, well, it has remained a secret. Perhaps you'll discover that history. Now, I need to... And then Lulu returns. Guess what? I found it! She starts singing and dancing and fluttering around. I found it! Fort Knucklebones! I can see it! From the top of the cathedral! It's down in Avernus! It's about 10 miles away!
How are we gonna get down there?
I don't know. I'll try and carry people. I'm not very strong though.
From that picture, aren't there like big giant chains that are holding us up?
Yeah.
If I remember right? Have we seen where those chains are anchored in the city?
You have. There's like posts all around. You'll see it on the map.
Okay.
But Faria says,
Surely
Fly down.
you're going to catch your second wind.
Oh yeah.
Just-
We need to rest.
You've
for a
done
good
so
bit.
much. Rest your heads, rest your souls, before talking about any more brave heroics, please.
Yes, please.
We can fly down tomorrow.
Alright, so the rest of this day is just spent like relaying what happened to the Duke and him offering you some guidance. So everyone take a long rest and then we'll skip to the next day.
And get a D4 on any skill check because he gave us guidance.
Yep, but it only lasts a minute. Let me see if this long rest
Take a
button
level.
works for me. Ah, damn it. My strength has remained the same. Oh, I think it like broke the API when I tried to use the long rest button on it. That's how I'm just restarting it. Alright, so yeah, you guys just that API will kick back in a second for anyone else that still needs to rest. It's ready now. Alright, so yeah, the next morning, there is hope. There is a sense of hope here now. And the Duke is just like meeting with you all to discuss the next course of action.
Do we feel more powerful?
Not right now.
Darn it. All right. Hey.
If you do level up though, it'll be in between the session, which it will be. It'll be at the end of the session.
All right.
But it takes time to level up, so don't want to
Let's go.
do it during game time. Oh, why did I put on the spooky music? Okay, so the Duke just meets with you guys the next morning after you rest up, and yeah, the sentiment here in the catacombs is a lot better now with the safety of the Duke and the glimmer of hope of knowing the way forward. So the Duke turns to you all. Also, I just need to check something. See how you're feeling, Nico. You're good. You're still good.
No symptoms. Doing alright.
Yeah. So the Duke says, you can see this. He's cleaned his armor up, kind of polished his breastplate. It's got the crest of the Flaming Fist emblazoned on it. I want to thank you again. I fear that I would have lost my life if you hadn't arrived when you did. Tell me, what do you intend to do now?
I'm going to Disneyland. I mean, we're gonna find
So-
Zariel's sword.
Yeah, so we're gonna have Lulu sees to where the Abalaster thing is down there. So we're gonna go to that place
Abalaster. Yes.
and sees if we can find ourselves that those peoples that she knew before, and maybe the swords. And then I guess we'll decide what to do from that point. I mean,
I'm not sure who this woman was, this Hell Rider that had the sword. But if you can...
Zariel.
No, Zariel's not a Hell Rider. She was an angel. Sent from Torm. This was a woman. Flesh and blood. A Hell Rider, indeed. I'm not sure who she
that
was.
a vision from the past, or is that like something from the future, present, or...
I am thinking
Was
it
she
is
young?
a vision from the past. No, she was a veteran.
should go find Rhea.
She was with Lulu. Lulu, do you remember anything about that? Lulu? Friendship?
Yes,
sharing is caring.
I remember. I was with Zariel's most loyal Hell Rider, Yale. She took the sword and plunged it into the rock. And I called on every ounce of my goodness in my heart to raise a shield around it, a fortress against evil. We had to make sure that no bad guys could get their hands on the sword. And I think I was a mammoth then, but then I don't know what happened, but I hope the sword is safe.
Yale.
We prefer Harvard.
You'll need to try and retrace these steps. You're on the lookout for an Abalaster citadel covered with a pussy scab. At the heart of it should be the sword of Zariel. Torm has showed me that is the path forward. Perhaps
That sounds
reuniting...
disgusting.
It was pretty disgusting. Perhaps reuniting Zariel with this sword will let her see that little glimmer of hope. That little spark that Lulu seems to believe is still within her.
I hope so, because if it doesn't, then that's going to be a bad days for us.
You've come this far. What's there to lose now?
That's true.
Literally
Only
nothing.
kill me once, you eat me twice.
So,
I will stay here. Someone needs to upkeep Elturel's defense, and I've no doubt that Ontharr Froom is capable. But he can only be at one place at once. I will protect the people here of Highhall. This is where we will part ways. I suggest, if you plan to leave Elturel, you say your goodbyes to any of the friends you've met here. You may not see them again, for only Torm knows what horrors lay beyond in the plains of Avernus.
Goodbye, friends.
He draws his long sword. Huh, to think, all of our futures could lie in just a simple sword. I have no use for this weapon. I'll take silver. I think one of you would have more use for it. It is magical. Doesn't look like anyone uses a longsword here, but here's a +1 longsword anyway.
okay.
And you guys have a lot of maces.
I know, right?
We can give it to Ray.
I use a rapier.
Me too.
I know it's
Yeah,
not
I can
much,
use
but a reward for all that you've done.
Alrighty. Well, let's go fly.
Alright,
How's we flies in again?
so you guys then
I
kind
have
of can like try and make a plan. So Lulu flew to the top of the cathedral and then looking out to the northeast, you guys can see vaguely some sort of junkyard. Now, don't forget, you guys have a map of Avernus.
That's right. Is the castle shown on the map?
Alright, here's the map. You guys can take a look at it. There's a handout. Click on it to make it bigger so you can get a close look. It's labeled and everything. Judging from where you...
There's Tiamat on step.
Well, that's the thing. Where are you? There's no Ultrel on this map.
We're probably here somewhere in the river up in the top part.
Let's go on over to the actual map.
Spawning trees, flank fortress. Hey, anybody got a mending spell? There's a wrecked flying fortress.
Alright, from what you guys gather, Lulu believes that this is where Elturel is, suspended above the river Styx, about 500 feet. And this is where this Fort Knucklebones should be, although the location is not marked on your map. It should be about 10 miles.
So we gotta go northeast.
Alright, how far up from the ground is Elturel?
500 feet.
Alright, so with a fly spell, cast on 2 creatures, 10 minutes. That should give time to get us down there, take our 2 strongest people, and let them carry us down. And for patience, the mending spell was to fix that crashed fortress that I've seen on the map. Might take a while, a few hundred years, but hey.
So we gotta go over somewhere over here, I guess.
Yep, and then fly from there.
How long will it take to get down?
Depends.
You guys
Well,
haven't really taken a good look at the outskirts of Elturel. You can see these enormous posts. They're made out of some sort of black metal, and they have little rivets of fire running through them. They're attached to these enormous spiked chains, and yeah, you're kind of far away from them, so as you're looking out at High Hall, you can't make out great details.
We're gonna need food and water as well, because what are we gonna find once we're down there?
Good berries.
Good berries will give you food, but not water.
They provide sustenance for a full day, don't
They
they?
provide
Food and water?
nourishment.
Oh. We just have to keep drinking our own pee then. Recycle.
You've been
That's
doing
a
that the
good
whole time
plan.
anyway, Reven, when there's been like plenty of
well,
water.
you know. Yeah, well, you know. It's okay if you drink it within the first 2 hours, the bacteria doesn't have time to grow.
Oh
So-
boy, okay.
No.
Well, all that's being said and whatnot. So, what's our plans? We're gonna try and flies down. I mean, isn't there like, might there be like flying demons and whatnot that are just looking for us to?
Yeah, I think we should go a la Frodo and
Maybe we
like,
should do some
go down.
exploring and some reconnaissancing.
300 feet. How many
Some
D6s?
abalastering.
Yeah, so we can see how it gets the alabastering.
Alright, so Nico suggests taking a close look at these chains. I mean, the chains might be climbable. They look pretty damn big.
That's what I'm saying. That might be a little bit easier, and then it's not like someone's gonna like lose concentration on something and people falling into the river Styx.
Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, you are above the river Styx. Any like fall from here would land you directly into the river.
Which I suspect would be bad.
Also, there is. I mean, it's always good to explore your options. Maybe you want to at least check out the chains first, so you know what you're dealing with. And come up with a plan from there.
I don't like about metal chains if you're on it and someone electrifies it. Yeah.
These are like Big's chains. They're like, it'd be like
Yeah.
electrifying a whole house. And
Yeah.
Well,
Here's some artwork of you guys escaping. Alter.
I'm pretty sure if you're in the skies flying and they electrify the sky, you'd be in a bad shape too.
let's go say hi to these people on the way to a chain then.
Okay, I guess. Lets them know the plans and whatnot.
And
it's not bad.
yeah, you guys haven't seen this Fort Knucklebones that Lulu's talking about as well. She's going off her word, so you may want to even like go and check that out. It's northeast of here, so if you're gonna do like some reconnaissance of chains, there are breaks in the wall. You could like check out over here or something.
Okay. Sounds
See
good to
what
me.
it is. All right.
You guys ready?
Sounds good.
The Duke just gives you guys a firm handshake each. I'll be seeing you.
I hope so.
Hope so. Yep. That would be nice.
I've got this here. People of the High Hall will be safe.
Awesome. Off we go.
Okay, so where do you guys head?
Guess we head to the chains.
Yeah, go ahead northeast, I guess.
Did we want to stop at the Shield Hall? We could stop there and goes over Torm's Reach and then heads around that way. That seems like
We're
it's.
going-
Remember what the Duke said? You say goodbye to any friends that you have. What was that other girl's name, that Hellrider?
Oh, Ray Mantlemorn's Hellriders of Elturels.
Maybe we
yeah,
should
we
say
can-
goodbye.
Yeah, let's head
Give her a
on.
chance to come with us if she wants.
Yeah. Well, we'll say so. We'll stop by there, see what they have to say about and whatnot.
Okay. Alright, Callan takes you guys through Elturel using all of his shortcuts. He's just like, it's like just a straight
We're
walk
gonna go-
through the park.
We're gonna go through the hood.
Callan tries to like climb onto the roof of a building and everyone just like strolls past him towards Shield Hall. Alright,
No, this is the safest way. This way.
Alright.
Climb up.
for the first time, Elturel seems a little bit calm. There's no undead wandering around, and it almost seems as if the devils and the demons have kind of taken a step back. But
They're
you
afraid of
can
it.
still hear the roar of the blood war below you. You guys go up and you stop by, and things are doing good at Helm's Shield Hall. There is all the people that you saved. There's Onthar Froome. You tell him that you've saved the Duke. Onthar seems very pleased with that. And then Rhea comes in and meets you all. So, this is it? You're leaving Elturel?
Yeah, we saved some people. We saved the High Duke guy thingy, my Barberjiggy, and now we're gonna go to try to either bring Zariel back to goodness or force her to return Elturel to the prime material plane.
It's been a long journey together. Ever since we
Yes.
met in Baldur's
You should
Gate.
come with us.
I cannot.
You should come with us, and when this is all done, we can elope.
My place is here. In Elturel. It is my sworn duty. I'm going to miss
we'll
you
elope
all.
when I get back then.
Yeah. We'll miss you as well.
She hugs you, Raven.
Should we ask them
I'm
about
Rhea
Hale?
Mantelmorn.
My Hell Rider of Elturel.
Should we ask them about Yale?
Hey, do you know anybody named Yale?
Rhea.
from Yale?
No, I'm not cheating. No, I'm just wondering.
Oh, she was one of the lead Hell Riders in the incursion to Elturel, but She did not return when others fled through the portal. How did you know that name?
Oh, we talked with Torm too, or at least the person who was running as his avatar temporarily, wearing a cone helmet.
I remember the name! I was with Yale and Zario, and Zario gave me the sword, and then we ran away, and then Yale got a collar in the cheek, and we were chased by a big demon, and then she stabbed the sword into the ground, and a big bloody scab from Aberlaster Citadel covered the sword. And we're gonna save the sword. We're gonna save it, and we're gonna give it to Zario through the power of friendship. And then there's Chucker and Clunk, and then there's Fort Knucklebones.
Yeah, you know anything about Fort Knucklebones?
Rhea shakes her head. I don't know anything about this hell beneath us, but it sounds like you're going on quite an adventure. I wish I
wanna
could
go
join
with
you.
us?
I cannot. I'm Rhea Mantelborn, Hellrider of Elturel, not Hellrider of Avernus, Hellrider of Baldur's Gate.
You'd be helping Elturel by helping us do this. Because if we win, Elturel gets back.
You don't understand. I cannot leave.
Okay, see you when we get
Sorry,
back.
I just... Bye! She runs off.
Bye.
She runs off crying. It's too much.
See you later, alligator. Alright,
Don't worry,
pick
Rhea.
out the chains.
We'll catch you on the material plane when we return, Elturel.
Yeah, for sure. We'll do lunch.
Alright, you gotta drop by Helm Shieldhall and they will offer assistance for anything that within reason that you can ask for. Where next?
Should we get water from them? Do they have water?
Yeah, you can top up your water skins.
Do you have anybody that has a create food and water spell?
I might be able to. I don't have it memorized now, but tomorrow's a whole new day.
I'd have to pray for it.
That's why we pray. Pray.
While we're on that subject, I'll give all of you a good berry. How many of us are there right now?
Including Lulu. That's 7 others.
7 others. Okay. That leaves me with 3. Everyone take a good bear.
Alright, Lulu's got 1 too.
Okay, there you go.
Alright, so you guys are currently at Helm Shieldhall. And it's all on you guys now. There's no Rhea urging you forward. There's the people of Elturel. I mean, you've done as much as you can for them. There's literally nothing more you can do. Except wait to get dragged down to the Row of Styx or try and stop this descent into Avernus. I said it. Name drop. This is that part in the movie where they name the title of the movie. And you're like, that makes sense.
Dude, that's what
Yeah.
that means.
Oh, okay. All right.
So once we get down to Avernus, we win.
Yeah.
Because we descended.
All right. Let's go do some reconnaissancing and things.
This way! Lulu leads you all. Come, look, you can see it! You'll be able to see it!
Alright.
Alright, Torm's Reach is very similar to Torm's Blade. It's a bridge that's still intact, being consecrated by Torm. And you're able to move through Elturel with no hassle. Alright, so you guys obviously need to figure out a way to leave Elturel. You could come up with 100 different ways. It's completely up to you guys. Of course, there's a certain level of risk with every option. You guys come and check out these jagged posts. They're made of, again, this hellish black iron with almost like rivets of fire kind of forged into the very steel itself, the very iron itself. Now these chains, they are enormous, and like you don't believe how big they are until you actually get up next to one of them. As you precariously walk through this little bridge surrounded by a river of lava, you can see the walls of Elturel crumbled in most places, and the companion is kind of more off to this side. Remember, the entire companion is kind of hovering above here. Remember, the entirety of Elturel is kind of like closing in on itself like a clamshell. So you've got a good vantage point. And you can vaguely make out Fort Knucklebones. It looks like a wall of scrap metal with some towers and some little plots that look like a junkyard. And then like these, it's just like Avernus. When you look down, it's very cloudy, and that's the only landmark that you see, this kind of scrap metal wall. When you try to look at in other areas, even though they should be there on the map, perhaps the map is wrong, but you don't see anything there. The sky is just like this dim red color, and the plains are almost like a desert, or just like like badlands and stuff. A desolate landscape of nothingness, really. A wasteland. Now these chains, they are the chains in the post. They're the only physical connection between the city and the ground. Each chain link is 30 feet long, 20 feet wide, and covered with these 1 foot long iron barbs. They form a welded loop that is 5 feet thick. They look relatively easy to move along if you were to climb. You could use the barbs as handholds and footholds to climb down. And these posts that anchor Elturel to the ground just have also handholds for climbing. And the chains extend down like for many hundreds of feet. As long as you don't rush it, you should be able to just climb down. You do see some devils flying about, a few spine devils mainly, and along the shores of the River Styx, there are thousands of devils and demons duking it out. You'll actually be quite close to the Blood War at the bottom of one of these posts as well.
So it means that's the plans, but maybe we need to maybe use some ropes and whatnot to give in case someone slips, accidental and things like that.
Could be.
You could anchor yourselves together with ropes. If someone slips, then the next person could catch them, as long as they can hold on.
I mean, it's definitely an option. I don't like that there's so many people's downs at the bottom there. I mean, at least if we go by the chains, we might also be able to be a little stealthy and whatnot. Maybe
Well, yeah, you're pretty small compared to the chains. That would be a stealthier approach, of course. I mean, what are other options? Anyone got any ideas? Other ways to get down?
We could just jump and have someone with some good healing fly and fix us at the bottom.
Yeah, we could throw Raven over the edge and
That'd make it
see what
nice and quick.
happens.
Might not be as noticeable.
yeah,
I'll
but
provide
how are we gonna
500.
not hit the how are we not to hit the waters?
Yeah, if you jump, you hit the River Styx. Unavoidable.
It's a river. It'll take the impact.
You just splash. It's almost 500 feet. It'd be like hitting a concrete floor at this height, and then from what you've heard of the River Styx as well, it's not nice.
Okay. Well, option number 3, we can try to fly down,
Alright, well, Lulu can fly. So there's one.
and I can cast fly on 2 people. The
No, you
strongest
can't.
2.
Because it'd be concentration.
Okay, well, I can cast it on 1, and they can go. And then I can cast it again when that one ends in 10 minutes, and hopefully we get down.
I don't know if it's a good idea to split up. What if the others get attacked down the bottom?
Yeah, my vote is to
There's
just
7 of us that needs to get down. I don't think we're all going to get down with Fly.
yeah. It's like my thing is we should all just like climb down together.
I mean, we can do that kind of like stealthy, like. I think that's a good thing.
I got an idea. I remember seeing this big, just like a ship, and it was flying. It had a balloon.
Yeah. Do you see it's one of those ships around here?
Maybe, but I don't remember.
I mean, if we seize one of those ships, that would be definitely a good way. But it also, all the demons and whatnots would be able to see that.
Maybe we can make one.
With the
Maybe.
power of friendship.
I don't know how to do it, but that doesn't mean it's not able to be done.
Maybe if we just hug
How
each other.
how fast does a body fall?
It's like 500
Fast.
feet around.
Yeah,
Around
how-
Let's find out. Push.
And how far down is it?
500
500
feet.
feet.
Oh, so if I fall climbing down the chains, I'm not gonna have a chance to cast a spell, right?
No, unless it's Featherfall.
Yeah, that leaves me.
And even then, it would
Yeah.
just be like an inevitable slow fall into the river Styx.
Yeah, no, then that leaves me out. I don't like climbing. That's pretty high.
Are we
Not too bad, okay.
I mean, you could cast Fly on yourself and stick with us.
Yeah, if you cast Fly, like, it's only going to take like 3 minutes to climb down these chains.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's a good compromise then.
Yeah, you can be Overwatch. Just watch over us while we climb.
There you go. Still don't like heights. Even if I'm flying.
Okay, so
Which chain should we go down?
I'll show you guys like the view of like if you come right up to the edge, like where the chains are. So this is the chains. Alright, you have to go through these chains, like what's on this map, twice before you get closer to the ground. You can just see like this blood war a few hundred feet below you. There are like scorched legions of well-organized devils fighting a mess of random-looking demons that are just kind of spilled all over the place. And they're being like teleported in. Demons are crawling out of the river Styx. Legions of devils are teleporting in as well through these like arched rune gates, and it's just a never-ending war.
Maybe we can cast banishment on ourselves and hope we wake up at home.
Should we tie a
Yeah, you
rope
could just-
around all of us so if somebody falls, they don't fall in?
I agree with that.
All right, so
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, you'll need, you need about 10 feet of rope per person, so you'll need 2 ropes. Someone good with their hands. I should probably make a sleight of hand check to secure them.
I can do it.
Alright, how much slack do you want to give everyone?
I might say like 10 feet.
That's a good amount. Alright, everyone's got a rope like tied around their waist, and then you're tied to the person next to you, and you've got 10 feet of slack. You can't get more than 10 feet away.
I'm gonna let them go down a bit first, and I'm gonna do the fly thing.
So you're not gonna anchor yourself with the rope?
Not to the rope. No.
Okay. Alright, you cast fly just as you're getting ready to go down. Lulu
Once they're about halfway down.
obviously flies down with you. Oh, okay, so you're gonna stay and wait till they're about halfway.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch as they go down. Do the Overwatch thing.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, you kind of jump on these chains, Alan dear, just to, you know, the first couple of links, there's no risk of you falling, you just fall back onto the earth moat, this jagged edge of El Terrell. And whew, it is strange touching these chains. There's like, I don't know. It's how to describe it. It's kind of hot. It feels awful. It's not very nice, and you feel like you don't want to spend a long time on these chains.
Let's get moving, my friends.
Alright, so you have to move slowly.
Are we trying to be sneaky too while we're doing this, or are we just?
Yeah, you're moving slow.
You
don't
can
want to see it.
yeah, you could try to stealth.
I mean, if you want, I can. Let me see if it would work in this. I got pass without trace. That could work too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you're like in the middle of the chain, then that should hit all of us.
Yeah, it's 30 feet from me.
And there are a couple of spine devils flying around.
All right, I'll do that.
That is a big spine devil.
Ah!
Boom.
Alright, so it's going to take you guys about 3 minutes to climb down here. I'm not going to roll initiative or anything, but just take it slow, edge by edge. Lulu's going to be coming with you guys initially. Actually, she'll stay with Raven.
Good, you can teach me how to fly.
Okay, so you guys start heading down these chains using these 1 foot long iron barbs to move along.
Yeah, so I'm in the middle. I don't know if we need a marching order, so.
You can, however you guys will be down, just keep in mind you can't get more than 10 feet away from someone else.
You want the strongest people at the top of your thing going down, so that way when someone does fall, they're not getting all that momentum to pull the second person and third person, fourth person off.
I would put the strongest peoples in like the second position and the ones in there, so that you can be strong in front or strong behind.
Alright, continue moving down until you get about here.
Ah!
That's
Hey.
the way Zygon just Zygon leaps. Alright, it's been smooth sailing at this stage, but all of a sudden there's just like a pulse of necrotic energy that just bursts through the chains, like almost as if the chains are conducting necrotic energy as one of the arcs of lightning from the companions slam into the post and rivet through the chain.
Lightning was bad.
Everyone
bitches!
in contact with the chain, make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I'll have +4.
I told him, Lulu. Lightning's bad.
Patience now!
Okay. Zygon, you are hit for 3 necrotic damage. Make the
So-
saving throw.
Knocked down to 1. I'm resistant.
Okay. Just 1. Callan, you make the saving throw and you take 3 necrotic damage. Nico, you take 3. Alandir, you take 3. Patience, you take 7 points of necrotic damage, and you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I was not expecting that. So.
Did you
I
lose
was not-
concentration? Oh. Okay, you almost slip, Patience. That lightning almost zaps you straight off the chain. Of course, you'd dingle down 10 feet. Alright, as that happens, some spine devils flying up to El Terrell. 6 of them fly by you guys. You can attempt to hide from them by making a group stealth check. They just like fly up from the blood wall, cruising towards El Terrell.
No need. I'll just
I
roll the
pass
crit
without
one
trace.
time.
That's
Wasting
that's
all
the-
his crits.
that's the-
Alright, you guys have to
We
kind
are
of
a very stealthy group, apparently.
when the spine devils are coming for you guys, what you do is you like kind of move collectively around the chain to have the link of the chain interposed between you and them, so they can't see you, and they They just start flying straight up towards Raven and Lulu.
We are going to duck as well.
Duck! Alright, stealth check. It's just you and Lulu.
Alright.
Whoops!
Yeah.
But it is a group stealth check, even though there's only 2 of you, so you can still bring it home for her. Alright, as she's about to let out one of her famous trumpets, Raven, you just quickly stick something in it. You squeeze it.
Shut.
And it ends up just getting trapped in there somewhere. And she kind of blows up a little bit. And the devils, they just scream straight overhead, launching themselves into the city of Elturel.
Alrighty.
The coast is clear.
Sit there and breathe heavy. Get over my panic attack.
You can continue moving. You've made your way down about a third of the way down so far. And when you guys get to the bottom of this map, I need everyone to make... Oh, they're past halfway, Raven. Are you moving? Yeah.
Once they're halfway, I'm gonna cast a spell, and me and Lulu are gonna move, keeping as much of the chain between us and everything else as possible.
Alright, so you hadn't cast Fly yet. Okay. Alright, you cast Fly. Lulu says, "No, I don't need that. Save it for yourself." Oh, you're just casting on yourself anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go! And
Alrighty.
you guys are able to move down. No spine devils or anything fly down to you guys, and yeah, you stay close to the chains without touching them. So you go and catch up to everyone pretty quickly. You're moving like way quicker than them.
Awesome.
Alright, I'm actually going to just move you guys back to the top of this map now. You've done like a whole layer of this map. So we'll just move you guys...
Now we gotta move back up to get there.
You got to do another length of this. So you guys continue moving. So far, it's been alright. Until everyone has to make another Constitution save now. Another necrotic bolt of lightning hits the post, electrifying these chains with necrotic energy.
Wow.
And Zygon and Callan, you have to make saves.
Doing context.
You've got Zygon's bonus +4. Okay. Alright, everyone is only going to take half damage. So everyone takes 7 points of necrotic damage, or 3 if you're resistant. Alright, so...
Did I disconnect?
You did.
Maybe.
Mentally from the world, but it's okay.
No one's at risk at slipping this time. And you guys can continue moving down using these posts again.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
We were here.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay.
So I'm assuming I took 7, have to 3.
Yep. Alright, when you guys get to... We'll bring it back a bit, just halfway. Doesn't really matter exactly where you are, around about here. There is another 3 spine devils sent up to Elturel from the Blood War below.
Oops, check.
And if you guys want to try to avoid them... It's a group stealth check. Alright, and Lulu.
Sacrifice Nico.
Alright, so what, there's 7 of you. So at least 4 people have to make it. 1, 2, 3. You guys are good. The spine devils... They just scream straight overhead without noticing you guys as you duck down and move into the chains. Alright, you guys continue down again. And I'm gonna move you. You guys have done well. Easy peasy for you guys.
Easy peasy lemon squeeze.
You don't have to deal with any spine devils. No one even slips or falls. Alright, you get down a bit further. Now you're down you're pretty close to Avernus now. And you're already feeling weird. There's all sorts of things going on. So let's go over to the next area of the chain. Alright, this is when things get crazy. You're literally 50 feet above the blood war at this stage. You can see armored legions of devils encircling these enormous posts of infernal iron that anchor Elturel to the rocky ground. There are squads of demons fighting 10 deep in some places, hurling themselves into the devil's ranks. Most of these abyssal troops are lowly mains and dretches, but some of them are commanders of their legion, and there's also a few very high-ranking devils and demons, including several pit fiends fighting at the base of these pillars. These lowly dretches and mains, they die quickly in vain attempts to drag down devils so that stronger demons behind them can strike killing blows. There is this dark bloody river that cuts a path across the blasted landscape and flows directly beneath the city. Floating on the river are demonic barges being assailed by squadrons of winged devils, under the command of a terrifying pit fiend, wearing an eyeless helm and clutching a battle standard. So this is like a big churning, this is the river Styx basically, it's more like the lake of Styx over here. And the demons are the devils are being commanded by this pit fiend, who's fully armored. They have a battle standard in their hand. And you guys can just see legions of devils and demons, all manner. Demons are also emerging from an area of the river Styx in portals, teleporting in. It's all out war. So, alright, you guys are so close to the river Styx, so close to the blood war, and another bolt of lightning hits one of these posts. Here's the bottom post. So everyone make another Constitution save if you're touching the post, and if you fall, well, you're gonna fall into into the middle of either the river Styx or devils and demons fighting each other. There's no easy way to put it.
I didn't know devils are into heavy metal.
Oh yeah.
Hell's bells, dude.
Yeah, off in the corner you can see the souls of Ramstein.
And Callan, con save for you. You guys are good. No one is hit hard enough to attempt, to risk to slip. So everyone's hit for 5 necrotic damage, or 2 if you're resistant. Alright, these demons and devils are very focused on one another, and you don't even think they'd probably concern themselves with you guys, to be honest, as long as you keep your distance. But there is this pit fiend. I mean, he's literally within eye shot of you guys. He has a heap of pit fiends just surrounding him, and when demons break through these lowly lemurs, the pit fiends are just cutting them down with no problem whatsoever. So, do you guys want to continue climbing down the chains, or should we just roll initiative?
I say we roll.
Yes, there we
I think we'll mosey on down.
I want to switch out Raven for a non-suicidal person.
Oh, if he decides to do that, he will be switching out very shortly.
wrong tier.
Alright. So, okay, so you guys want to get by this, alright, this helmet as well, that this pit fiend is wearing is kind of wicked. His armor looks pretty evil, like this pit fiend, his commander, Lucille.
We're gonna stealth again?
Yeah, you want to try and get by him without him seeing you. he might get annoyed and throw something your way. So far, so good. Oh, Zygon, you're sticking out a little bit. And Zygon, you can hear the Hidden Lord just say,
Ah, yes! Yes! We have arrived at last!
and you guys can continue making your way down to the chain. Down to this little post here. And then you can just like run off into the wastelands of Avernus. You're free. It's just an endless wasteland. A red glow.
Freedom!
Run! Alright, you guys break away from this blood war and you run and you run and you run until it disappears between the before the smog and the haze. And congratulations, everyone. Welcome to Avernus. Just like that, you're here.
Funny, I thought it would have been hotter.
Oh, it's hot. Alright, so you guys, according to this map, are here. Now, there is an obvious difference in the environment here. The features are as followed. And obviously, it's a hellscape. Above you, there are hideous clouds that obscure the vault of the sky. You can see just a red glow, foggy red glow above you. There's no celestial bodies here in Avernus. You see an occasional meteor streaking before crashing into the ground somewhere in the horizon. There's ambient light continually swelling up from just below the horizon, as though it's lit by 9 setting suns all around you. And as you run, like, for, I presume, at least a couple of miles to get away from the blood war, you turn back and you don't see El Terrell. You don't see the blood war. You don't see the river Styx. It's just like a sandy, barren wasteland. And it's like that in every direction, for as far as the eye can see. There's no sun, no moons, no stars. It's just a constant twilight. So it's kind of like, it's only actually low light here. If you've got dark vision, you're seeing as regular light. And if you don't have dark vision, everything's dim light. The atmosphere reeks of brimstone and burning tar. There's hot gusts of wind shrieking across the hellscapes, slashing against your arms and legs. And it's not until you really stop till you actually feel the oppressiveness of this place. There's like little biting flies that you've noticed. They're kind of just invisible, like little sand flies biting at your legs and you're itching a little bit. There's it's so hot here as well. It's sweltering. It's well over 100 degrees. And you guys already don't feel very nice here. So and the small distance that you've traveled, it felt like you've just marched for an entire day. Stinking hot, the heat, the evil that pervades you. You can already feel this plane's influence. And there's like a supernatural malevolence weighing down on you. An unseen force just trying to drive you into the ground until you're one with the ground. And yeah, you're kind of thirsty already. You take a little sip of your water skin and it tastes like bile. If you take a little munch on a ration, it tastes dry. It tastes bitter and ashen, like you've just eaten an ashtray. And everyone's panting and breathing heavily. You feel like you've been lost in the desert for a week. You've been here for less than 30 minutes.
Whew, Lulu says. Right. Who's got the map? Where is it? Who's good at leading? Can you get us to the Fort Knuckle Bones?
guess.
Okay.
And we got a map, so we knows where we're going. I think that probably could get us there.
Okay. You take the map. And
Unless anybody else has got some plans.
Yeah.
make a survival check to get your bearings.
I'll inspire you.
Okay.
Follow the second star.
It was weird. Just went all silent.
Probably Discord playing up. Make a survival check to get your bearings. You've got an inspiration from patience.
Okay.
Alright, already, Nico, you start to doubt the integrity of the cartographer of this map. It just doesn't seem like the distances are accurate. And you should see some landmarks. Like, there should be a row of hills here at Fort Knucklebones. You don't see it. There's no explanation why you still can't see the Blood War on the River Styx to the south. And this gigantic black citadel should be visible from 10-20 miles away. Nothing. And you're just trying to chart a course regardless. You're just hoping that you're still heading northeast. You've kept your bearings about you as to the best of your ability. Roll a 2d4 to navigate.
What kind of makes me worried about this whole thing is that we can't see where we came from, but you said you saw the Alabalaster thing from here.
Not the Abalaster! Fort Knucklebones, we're Chicory and Cluncar, my friends! Oh boy, it's so hot here! Just please, Nico, you have to get us there!
I'm trying the best I can.
Alright, you guys, you to the best of your ability head northeast, Nico, and you guys have been marching for an hour now, and oh, it is horrible. It's basically as if you've been marching for a day already, and you've been marching for an hour. Everyone make a Constitution saving throw.
If we're resistant to fire, does that help at all?
It's nothing to do with the heat.
Oh.
Well, it's
more the humidity.
I mean, it's a combination of not just the oppressive heat, but the supernatural malevolence that weighs down on your body and your souls.
So it's not just a heat, it's an evil heat.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm fine with it. I don't know why. What could possibly be the reason?
All right.
I'm gonna hold that.
As a worshiper of Asmodeus, do I get a... Just kidding.
I'm gonna hold the sword
Alright.
from that.
Oh yeah, if you're evil, it's not bothering you. I don't think anyone's evil yet. So everyone's doing
You
alright,
wouldn't let me start evil.
except for Raven. Raven, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion for just traveling 1 hour.
Okay. Man, this place sucks. Maybe the sword that killed the red dragon will help protect me from some of this heat, and I put my hand on its hilt.
You kept that sword?
You stole the swords of the unknown hero?
It's on my character sheet.
That's bad forms.
Nobody else picked it up after the battle, so I picked it up, and who knows? Maybe I can sell it someday. Might be worth something.
Okay. I'm very disappointed.
Raven, you turn right back around and return it right now.
Wow,
Alright.
how'd you keep that a secret?
No, I just
Alright, Raven.
I put it in chat there somewhere.
You can make a sleight of hand check from back that, but you didn't say anything about doing that, so.
Well, I put it on my character sheet way back then, and I think I wrote it. Maybe I didn't hit enter, but yeah. Sleight of hand? What's sleight of hand?
If you fail, then you got caught and you were told to put it back.
Oh, okay. I don't have that as a skill. Oh, wait a minute. There you go.
Someone would have seen you with a 12, Raven. You got caught. Alright.
I'm gonna erase it from my sheet.
If you want to do something active like that, you have to let me know, because obviously there will be other people reacting to that. Alright, so Nothing has changed. The terrain is like just a sandy red desert in every direction. Everything looks exactly the same. You could be heading one way or another. You'd have no idea. But you've got no choice. It's either march one way or march another. Hopefully, if you're marching in the right direction, you'll arrive at Fort Knucklebones in about 2 more hours. Because it was about 3 miles. Sorry, 10 miles. And you go about 3 miles an hour. Alright, you've marched for a second hour now. Everyone make another Constitution save. You're just sipping your water skins. You're trudging. So hot. There's no other creatures in sight.
Really well.
Occasionally these little insects are biting at you and you can hear some sort of droning, buzzing sound in the distance. When you think you're seeing a mountainscape appear, you realize it's just some dark shadows and the mirage of some clouds playing tricks on you. You're all staying close to Zygon, I hope. But Patience, you suffer a level of exhaustion. Alandir, you suffer a level of exhaustion. And Zygon,
And I do.
you suffer a level of exhaustion. You travel for 2 hours and you feel like your bodies cannot take that much more. Already, you're slowed by... Does anyone have 2 levels? I don't think anyone has 2 levels.
No, not yet.
Alright, very good.
Did anything happen to Raven with his 8?
12.
No, that passed because I got 12.
Maybe next to Zygon.
Oh, you didn't add the 4.
You'd be sticking next to the Paladin for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Paladin is a holy hero that's never done anything evil in his life.
Exactly. I'm glad you agree, Sam.
And you have to just keep on pushing on. Hopefully you'll be there in just over an hour. Another hour goes by and you're starting to lose hope. You're just walking through a desert aimlessly. Everyone make another Constitution save. How long can you keep this up?
Forever.
What is the alternative? Zygon, you suffer 2 levels of exhaustion. Raven, you're on your 2nd level. Oh no, you got a 15.
Yeah.
Right, it's getting harder each time as well. The DC is increasing each time, but you're still good. Only Zygon fails this time. Zygon, you have 2 levels. You've been traveling for 3 hours now. You should be able to see Fort Knucklebones at least. You could only be like less than a mile away. But there's nothing. What do we do?
Don't lose hopes, folks. Have the power of friendship. Have faith.
What's the plan here?
Well, the plans is to keep walking, because that's really the only choices that we have at the moment.
Keeps walking. Okay, I trust you, Nico.
Okay.
Hey, if I
Exactly.
cast Armor of Agathis, will that keep me cool?
It's not the heat. It's the
It's
humidity.
the hell.
It's the hell. Alright, so Lulu's... Yeah, she's not keeping up very well. Well, actually, she's looking a little bit
This is a
exhausted.
desert. There's no humidity.
It is like nothing you guys have ever experienced before. So, Patience, you've got 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
And Zygon, you got
Can I-
2.
I can
Yes,
turn
sir.
into a horse if we want to go through the desert on a horse with no name.
Because, well, in the desert, you don't remember your name.
That's right. And, you know, he's a celestial being, magical being anyway, so he doesn't get exhausted.
Alright, so Raven, do you have any levels? 1 level? Is it?
I have 1.
Okay. And no one else. Alandir, Callan, Nico, you guys are all good, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Luck is shining on us.
Alright, you travel for almost another hour and you should be here by now. But you're not. It's like even in the horizon, 3 miles that you can see, there's still nothing. And some of you guys can't keep this up. Suddenly, a map speaks.
I don't remember seeing this place. I must have missed it. What shall we call it? Fort
We call it
Knucklebones?
And the map actually speaks to you. And all of a sudden, as if there's been some sort of veil lifted up over your eyes, standing just 100 feet away from you, like it's just appeared out of nowhere, is a fortified compound sitting atop a low plateau that rises out of a crater-pocked landscape. At the center of the compound is a hill of rust-colored stone that resembles a hand clawing out of the ground, with gaps between the fingers. A jagged wall made of rock, bones, and metal debris surrounds this hand-shaped hill. Other highlights visible from this distance include a gatehouse, atop which stands a half a dozen small figures, on watch.
We did it! Fort Knucklebones!
See, you gotta believe in the power of friendship.
You guys have arrived at this gatehouse. This is like these walls of junk, and these are these small figures that are on watch. These guys, they got red caps. They look friendly, and well done, everyone. We'll end tonight's session here. Make sure you're level 7 by next session.
Yay!
If you have some spell slots or hit points missing, just make a little note of what you're at. If you use the character man, so it'll top you up. And we don't want that. We don't want you guys topped up.
That's right.
But hopefully, I think you guys can already kind of see a couple of Kenku at an Infernal War Machine beyond. You found the right place.
So did we hit level 7?
Yep, you hit level 7. Everyone
Cool.
level up. You're in Avernus now. This is when things get serious, things get real.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Alright,
Okay.
guys. Next week. Later.
Keep safe.
Alright.
Have a
Good
good one.
night, everyone. Stay safe.
Yeah, take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Make sure you wear a mask next week when you talk. Social distancing.
Exactly.